Excited.
nowhere near. Nothing could be
I'm gonna
translated
rush.
so terribly as he has great stamina.
I swear to God that one day is going to get like fucking turned into animatic.
If he gets winded, I just meant that.
Oh wait, we're losing you, Gal.
Sorry, I'm just cutting myself off
Oh, you're
Okay.
good.
intentionally.
Okay.
I would assume anyway, unless
Yeah.
you physically heard some sort of static on my side. Apparently, my mic's
No, I just heard you drop off.
No, that was intentional.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
It's an
Oh,
ongoing
Jesus.
learned behavior that probably is not good. All things
God.
considered.
Do not have your earbuds at fucking max when you join my thing. Good God.
You
Oh,
forgot
I
to turn it
forgot.
down when you lost it in
Ah.
the backyard, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, just blasted the shit out of my own ear.
My
City.
earbuds warn me when I put the volume up over halfway.
I have
Ah.
friends that will, or have other friends from other groups that occasionally, when you're in a voice call and you're trying to fix up your audio, they'll speak really, really quietly to get you to turn them up, and then they'll just scream.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That's a dick.
That's not a friend.
Trust me, it's a dick move from him on purpose.
And I bet
Hate
you they do
that
the same
shit.
to
Honestly, I
people
think
with
that's
like
kind of-
hearing aids and shit.
Honestly, I think that's kind of retribution for the couple of times in the distant past where an old microphone I had would just randomly explode.
Oh.
Just like I was kind of that person unintentionally.
It's not as bad if it's unintentional. If it's intentional, I'm gonna slap the son of a bitch every time. Oh, I have like extreme sensitivity with audio and stuff. At least in most cases, to a degree that like when my brother had like static in the background of his audio and it was just like constant, we legitimately had to cancel the stream that day because I physically couldn't listen to it. Broke my brain.
Wasn't it you that was telling me you have tinnitus or something?
I do. I have that, and then I have some kind of audio processing disorder. And then on top of that, I have like a hyperfixation with audio as well, which is a wonderful combination of shit to have, by the way.
I imagine it probably has a little bit to do with the high-pitched whining that's constantly in your ears.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about it too much most days, but when it gets bad, whew, it drowns out every other sound on the planet. It like legitimately, like, you know how like it sounds when like you're hearing static, where like it just starts to build up a little bit and then it just like flows out. Yeah, that's basically what it is for me. But it goes like a static noise, everything goes completely silent, and then the droning happens, gets super strong, and then it goes all the way down, and I can hear people again, which sucks a lot.
It's like how they show. It's like how they show in movies when a bomb goes off and you can't hear anything.
Yeah, that's very heavily what that is. It's
or you just
brutal.
or you get to the Boulder scene in like Golden Sun. They just simply have the apocalyptic, it's going to murder your best friend sort of thing, where just all sound just turns off, including the moment of impact.
Oh,
and it just like shows it to you in very slow cutscene.
I love those
moments. Speed. Shit, Golden Sun was my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. My younger brother recently found like a handheld that had it as a ROM on it, and I've just been playing it up again recently. It's
damn.
I'll just say, hey, I kind of wish that when they made the DS version, that they may actually put in a bit more of this stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna do the intro real quick. Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to Purgatory Corner, the Library of Dreams. To Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I always look at the wrong one. Today I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and we are going to be continuing the tale of Tyrant's Wrath. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free. I am the general streamer of Purgatory Corner, Sinspeaks, of course, and I am here today with Ania, who is Storyestry on Twitch once I can figure out how to spell. Yes, got it.
Hooray!
I'm good at spelling, guys. I'm also here with Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, Rue, and Sapphire. Hi,
Hello.
Wazzy. Thanks for the care package. Drink some
Greetings.
goddamn water, fools.
Actually,
Thank
come
you
to
for
think of
adding
this,
to
right,
your
I'm here
shelf.
too. Where is... There we go.
Alright. Hi, Demon. Hi, welcome everyone who's in. And, so last episode, we have a very wonderful time. If I can remember what fuck happened last episode, we got into the bandits' hideout, which is what I'm going to call this area.
Watchtower.
The Watchtower. Thank you. I don't know why I named it the wrong thing, but that's fine. We got into the Watchtower, and you guys started investigating a little bit. Dakota climbed up the side of the wall with his eldritch whip, and then realized he had, rope. So he just threw down some rope for Sapphire to get up and be alongside him, while Gelmar went through the front door with Ania. Quite literally, I might add. He practically ripped the rotten wood off of its hinges. But they all walked inside, while Cyril
By
and
accident, of
Rue
course.
were back in the town of Glimmering Meadows, in which they had an inkling of a feeling that something was wrong in this town for some reason or another. Something just wasn't adding up. So they started investigating, started talking to the various individuals there, trying to get some kind of information from them. They initially started their journey talking to... Why do I not have my Notion up? This is where all of my goddamn notes are. However few I may have. They talked to Alice, the farmhand, very petite but very strong woman who was kind of taking care of Fluffy. They started talking to her, trying to get the lay of the land, essentially, why everyone was kind of annoyed at the general adventurers, and they kind of found out that it's just been a long series of really bad... Hi, Guy. Really bad interactions between adventurers and the townsfolk, including, but not limited to, Alice losing her father to a group of adventurers who had made a deal with some bandits to get extra cash, essentially. After that point, they went off to go find the main, I suppose, courier, whatever you want to call it, person who usually ferries mail between Glimmering Meadows and the Haven. And I don't remember his name. Does anyone remember his name?
Joran.
Rue would.
Joran, thank you. Rue's fixation.
I was stabbed so quickly.
And they went to go find him. Turns out he is this relatively a decent height man with bulging muscles that the world themselves have not seen, that an orc, a fucking oxen could not compete with. And it stole Rue's fixation. As it turns out, if you say something 7 times in your head, you'll remember it forever. And so she remembered he had grape stamina.
Oh my gosh.
And so Cyril stepped in at that point and asked him a little bit about the courier between the towns and whether or not somebody had requested help for the town of Glimmering Meadows. No one had. And this was very uncomfortable for them, and they realized that something might be going wrong up in... what's it called? Up in the Watchtower. Thank you. Up in the Watchtower. And so they started heading on their way to the Watchtower. Inside of the Watchtower, after Gelmar and Nia had walked in, Dakota had decided to use a 3rd level invisibility to make it so he and Sapphire were both coated in invisibility. And as they were wandering through, Ania, with her magic eyes, realized that someone was almost certainly watching them. Hi, King. Welcome to the chat. But she realized almost certainly somebody was watching them. She also had her... was your familiar called, Ania?
It's a wingling. It's called Lafari.
Yeah, she had Lafari come in, and Lafari looked around, didn't see much, but she was using Lafari's eyes and could see that there was a creature or something. Hmm? Oh,
I'm talking to Sapphire. Sorry.
no problem. She had seen something moving around. And so they walked into the area, they started not necessarily provoking the person, but pretty much provoking the person, whoever it may have been, until eventually they threw a knife at Ania, either as a taunt or a fuck off kind of a statement, a threat. Who knows? But Galmar at this point had thrown his torch over to the man's feet, and they realized that it was a cloaked figure with a emblem. Let me look at the emblem real quick so I don't fuck up my words. Is an emblem that is it's a circular emblem that's cracked all around with red lightning marks across it, and it has a black dragon with remarkably fine detail on the emblem. And Gelmar seemed to have recognized this individual and went just hard fucking core to beat the shit out of this guy. As he got halfway across the bridge, the guy threw a knife, probably attempting to make it so that Gelmar would fall through the bridge through a pre-created trap, but Gelmar deflected it, kept on going like a fucking powerhouse of God, and gut punched this dude so hard he probably caused major internal bleeding and knocked the guy out instantly. After that point, they had awoken the guy back up, tried to get some information out of him. He called Gelmar some very interesting, possibly slurs for Dragonborns, and Galmar had basically told him that he was an asshole, and where the fuck was his sister? And at this point, the guy refused to really say anything, kind of spat blood at Galmar, and Dakota had shot next to him to kind of make a point of a threat. Kind of a statement of, you need to talk to us, or we may just torture the shit out of you. Who knows, you know? And because Dakota shot his gun, he came out of invisibility, but he's still concentrating on it, so Sapphire is still invisible. And at this point in time, Cyril and Rue had both managed to make their way to the watchtower, busted their way in, saw the individuals with Gelmar holding the cloaked individual on his back, who it turns out was a black dragonborn. And I believe Sapphire heard I think it was a rock being kicked or something like that. One of those random little noises at the top of the staircase that she was on, which is about 60 some feet above every other individual. And she went up into the area to see what the hell was going on. And where we left off exactly was Sapphire had gotten to the top of the zone. Everyone else is kind of sort of knowing she's gone, but hasn't really figured out what to do just yet about it, with the exception of Dakota, who is about 15 some feet behind her down the stairs. She has come up to the top floor of this area, which is decrepit and covered in moss and brittle stones and a lot of different archways around her, a lot of different cover places. There's a high zone that she can get to. It is currently raining, a very light, soft rain, but it is starting to get worse and worse every minute that you're outside. In front of her stands a massive, we're gonna say, I don't remember how large huge is.
Large starts at 10 feet, so huge would have to start...
What, 20?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, about a 20-foot hulking zombie ogre That is just, he slowly stands up. It looks like he is a combination of a shit ton of other zombies, because he has arms and legs sticking out of his insides, and random body parts just kind of thrown around his body. And it kind of slowly stands up, causing the entire upper area to rumble and shake. As below, everyone can hear the shaking and the rumbling of this building. While Sapphire can also see behind this massive hulking Goliath of a creature stands a average-sized, I believe I said male, man, just kind of stand there in the same kind of cloak garb setup as the one down below, with the same symbol on his chest, holding some kind of item in his right hand pressed against his collarbone, and chanting something or another. Sapphire can distinctly feel the extreme amount of necrotic energy that is just wafting through the entire area. It feels like there is necromantic magic flowing through the very air that you are breathing at this point in time. So what are you doing, Derry?
My first order of business is to get to high ground.
Fair enough, fair enough. You're able to do so relatively easily. This guy's not really going to notice, because, I mean, it's a zombie, and the other guy is currently mid-chanting, but I will roll... Alright, roll me a stealth check real quick.
Okay. Just a second.
Is it at advantage because she's invisible?
Yes, it would be.
Invisibility works.
Why can't I find the dice chat? Where the fuck is it?
It's under campaign.
There it is. Okay, what's my stealth again?
I have your character sheet here. I don't know why I looked somewhere else. Tyrant's Wrath.
God damn it. Period.
Oh, right. Nia has it. +5.
Okay. And then I put parentheses.
It's +5 period ADB.
ADB.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, a natural fucking 20. All right.
Game.
Not even the gods witness you.
You have spent a very, very long time in the woods, which means that you've spent a long time dealing with the rain and hunting. You're an expert hunter. You have survived in difficult areas, so this is a piece of cake for you. You use the surroundings to your advantage. The movements of the ogre, the rain that's falling around you, the sounds of the chanting, to hide, mask, and obscure everything that could possibly even be hinted towards the idea of any noise that you might be making. Footsteps, handholds, everything like that. You are finding perfect slots for your hands to go onto in these decrepit areas, and you are pulling yourself up with the agility and the stealth of a quite literal ninja. You get onto the high ground, you're able to look over the full area. Feel free to give me a perception check.
Heck.
Which is a +5. It's a flesh golem. It is not a flesh golem. You can do it.
Come on, send it. Thank you.
Hey, Jesus Christ almighty.
Holy heck. Is it another one?
A 24, 19 on the dice. Good
Bogsy
lord.
loves you.
Blessed.
Oh, Bogsy fucking hates Cyril, but he is loving Sapphire. Alright, so you're looking around the area. Is there anything very specific you're looking for?
Well, I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
incredibly invisible. Like, holy heck.
Well, for one, I don't know how long this is going to last, so I'll be looking for somewhat visible for me, so I can still see them, but hidden from them.
Okay.
Spot.
There's a couple spots like that. The lip of the, what would you call this? The area that you're on, essentially.
Parapet?
The parapet. The lip of it is about 3 or 4 feet tall, so you are able to basically crouch against it, obscuring your entire form from them. While you can, of course, stand up and then take a shot with an arrow. So it's a really good cover position.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Real quick, I'd never heard the word parapet before my whole life. No,
Did you Google it?
I had to Google it.
It was like, oh, that is a parapet.
It's like, holy crap, my mind was blown, but like silently.
Brain was like, hell yeah, new information, baby.
I was like, the wall up there.
We'll just put that in the file right next to triple dent gum.
I don't know. I know I need to take out that ogre, but
you could also wait for backup. You do have your feet, so you can talk to Dakota.
Thank goodness.
So you could do that.
Okay, I'll signal Dakota so he can get everybody else up there as soon as possible.
Okay. So, are you using your feet?
Yes.
Okay. So, feel free to tell me what you say in Dakota's head.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is this?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Would I have, I know it's a zombie ogre, right?
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's particularly large zombie ogre.
Okay. Dakota, there's this massive zombie ogre up here. I don't think I could take it on my own. I could use some backup.
Dakota, you're just you're debating on going up there, but you're really hesitating because you're not invisible and you don't know what's going on up there. And then suddenly, probably a minute or so after she had disappeared from you, you hear that in your head, just out of the blue.
Okay, so first off, before I even register what Sapphire said, Dakota's gonna like swoop around, just be like, "What the? Where? What? He's gonna exclaim, "What the?" I'm sorry. What was that?
Sorry, I should have led with this Sapphire. I can use some backup up here.
Well, I recognized your voice, but I.
No, I don't.
What?
I think it was
what
just
is
the
this?
first message.
He's not even saying this in his mind. He's just shouting this. It's like, what in the gosh darn heck is this?
Now, I will say your feet specifically states that they can't respond to you telepathically.
Yeah, that's why I said this is Sapphire.
So, Dakota, you hear that, and you try responding, nothing passed.
What's wrong, Dakota? I think Sapphire is talking to me in my head. Either that or I've really lost my marbles this time.
Oh, what's she saying?
I think she sneaked on up upstairs. I think there's a zombie ogre or some.
Ania looks at the others.
She's probably still invisible, so we're probably gonna have to sneak on up there. Considering I'm pretty sure whatever this is hasn't recognized her. I'm gonna
I do love the fact that Dakota is basically like holding on to the side of the staircase for dear life, and it's just kind of shouting down to
Gelmar just slowly turns over to the dragonborn he still has draped over his shoulder. Friend of yours, I'm taking it.
Gelmar, what exactly did this man do?
He's a member of an organization well known for mass kidnappings and attempted assault, for one thing.
Right. Do you need him?
Preferably, yes.
That doesn't mean that you actually need him.
Are you suggesting killing him?
Slowly pulls out some fucking spear.
Like I've got the spear. I've got my glaive like in my hand, ready, just sort of like casually.
I believe it might be better to leave the sheriff to define this man's fate.
Yes, that paragon of virtue, I suppose, would be a good place to bring the body.
Ania does laugh.
We are here examining the location at his behest.
Right. I'm more concerned about this thing coming up behind us.
It's always
just
best
looks
to
down
put down.
at the hog tie. Just looks down at the hog tie. And
any objections?
I don't think he's going anywhere either way.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again. I'm pretty far up here.
Going once?
What?
Going twice?
I'm just gonna head on upstairs to help out Sapphire. I'm assuming I'll see you up there.
Why are you so driven to murder this man?
Ania will
I
not
don't like
comment
looking over my shoulder.
and will follow Dakota.
Can you say that again?
I don't like looking over my shoulder, and he's clearly not planning on giving up any information. At this point, the only thing of use is the emblem in his cloak.
Immediately, perhaps, but I suspect he can still be convinced if we handle it well.
Fine.
If you're that concerned about it, I'm more than happy to hang him from the wall. Just as looking over, I assume there's probably like a chain or something hanging. And no, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about execution. I'm just talking about tying the rope to the chain, so he's just suspended.
There's a couple of them for sure. There's a lot of hanging cages and other weird things that are in this room.
Ooh, the cage would be a good idea.
We could just hit him real fast and I'll stabilize him again to reset him waking up, maybe.
Jesus.
She says with a smile.
Sure. And I take the blunt end of the glaive and I just crack him across the skull.
Yeah, -1 damage, and then she comes over and she's like, oh, slaps him again with a
Spare the dying, I assume.
Yeah.
The amount of fucking brain damage this guy will have.
Feels fine.
Just to make sure, just in case he wakes up and takes off, I am going to take the emblem and cloak off of his chest, and I'm actually going to hand them to Gelmar.
Smart.
Oh, good idea.
Thank you, he says, looking down at it confused before stowing it in his pack.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take a look at the guy's stuff again, because I can always locate objects. So she takes a look at him and then does a little scribble in her notes about stuff.
He doesn't have much on him. He does have another knife. This one is much more ordained than others. It looks like a ceremonial knife, not one you would actually use for combat.
I'll do a little fast little scratch since she's used to writing down things real fast. He's like, I'll be able to find him if he still has this on him.
Does anyone have a sewing needle?
Not I.
What do you need
I
a
think-
sewing needle for?
If we stick the sewing needle right here, and he's gonna point to the spot where the horns for the dragonborn come out of his skull.
Oh.
If we stick it right here, by the time he notices it, we may have a chance of finding him using it. We could just slip it right between the scales.
For like locate object?
Well, you said you could do that, right?
Oh yeah. It's a bit gnarly, but
I think
Gnarly,
it's
bro.
very neat. There's hardly any blood as long as you don't pierce the subcutaneous layer of the skin.
that sounds rational enough for my medicine knowledge. Say aye on the idea, and I think there's only a few of us left, so
Yeah, only you, Cyril, and Gelmar in the room right at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna
mutters.
look through my gear. I think part of the gear has like a kit to fix your stuff, anyways.
You have a lot of patches on your clothes. I would imagine you have something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a sewing needle out, and I'm gonna sort of like slip it like a piercing, basically,
Mm-hmm.
in the in his skin, somewhere where it's not where it's gonna be a little bit difficult for him to like. It's gonna be a while before he like feels it, basically.
Okay. Cool.
could I do like a quick medicine check to try and I don't know if I need to make sure, like, see if he doesn't feel it.
He will feel it eventually, but you can tell from just how it looks that it'll take a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
just in case.
I think we did pretty good. Okay. Let's go. Let's go kill some undead. She's just swinging her axe.
And as I'm turning around, you're gonna see like this light flash as I use Harness Divine Power, and I'm gonna take back a spell slot that I've used.
Okay.
All refreshed and ready to go.
Yeah. Hopefully Gelmar's doing okay, or a little gnarly over here.
Above game, I am completely uninjured.
Oh well, I mean, like mentally, what we're doing to the bandit. But I'm glad to hear.
Listen, he's alive and not technically injured. He's just got a piercing he didn't exactly agree to.
He is severely injured. He has exactly 0 HP.
He only has brain damage, internal injuries.
Yeah, but he's not dying.
Alright, so you guys kind of leave him be with safety measures in place. While you guys are doing this, Ania rushes over, or are you rushing, or are you just normal paced, or?
I'm going to at least catch up with Dakota.
Okay, so you rush over to Dakota. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll keep pace with Dakota. Is what I'm planning on.
Howdy, miss.
Hello. You said there was an ogre?
Well, that's what I heard. I must admit I was a little bit startled by her talking in my mind, so I might not have caught everything, but that's what I heard.
Let's get going.
Indeedy.
Okay. And while you guys are heading up, we're going to segment this a little bit. So in the meantime of all that stuff happening, Sapphire, you know that your message got to Dakota. You don't know anything past that. And you're looking at the ogre and you're looking at the necromancer. It starts to get a lot heavier around you. The air itself feels like it's getting heavier. The rain is starting to pour down really, really hard now. The storm clouds above you are rumbling. It seems whatever he is doing is starting to get... Hi, Astral. Welcome to the chat. Whatever he is doing, it looks like it's getting to the end point, I should say. It looks like he is preparing for something big.
Uh-oh.
Zephyr?
She's muted.
She's dead.
No!
Sorry, I got over and I didn't know the mic muted itself.
Oh, you're good. I was like, I wonder if she's taking care of her kid.
I mean, I am. I thought you guys could hear me the whole time I was talking.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Sorry, bro.
Is he in my firing range?
What is your firing range on? I believe you have a longbow, so I'm almost positive. But let me.
Yes, I have a longbow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Longbows, yeah, 150 feet. Yeah, he is easily within range of you.
Okay.
You do know that usually one arrow is not enough for most folks. So and the moment you do fire, having seen Dakota, you know that you will lose invisibility.
Hence why I'm in a hidden spot from that. Duh.
Very smart. Very smart.
I'm aiming for his eye.
Oh. All right.
That's a
Feel
good
free to
one.
roll your bow. I
Got
believe, I think we set it up properly. You should just be able to do period bow.
Okay, and where do I do that? Just the campaign chat?
Just the dice channel.
Okay. Period bow.
Assuming we set it up. Did it work? Hey, it worked.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
So the first one, bow A, is going to be your 2-hit roll, which against his AC, which is 15, you do in fact hit. And the second one is your damage, is your bow's damage, plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. I assume you Hunter's Marked him.
Yes.
1d4 for, I believe that's your feature.
It's
Dreadful
the
Strikes.
Water, right?
Yeah, Dreadful Strikes.
Yeah.
And then 1d4 for Favored Foe as well, which is a total of 10 damage, because you got... Oh, that is really low, actually,
Next
I'm
time.
seeing it.
Damn, that could be a lot, though.
Plus 3... Where's the plus 3 from? Dude, bow's
It's probably
damage.
a basic modifier.
Yeah, I'm trying to... I don't ever use bows, so I can never remember if bows use...
So far, somewhere they use dexterity.
Okay.
But it should be strength, though, yeah? I don't know, it should be
No,
dex.
it's dexterity, yeah. Oh, right, 1d8 plus 3 piercing. Because it's her dexterity modifier. Yeah, okay. So that is correct. So you did 10 damage to him. So the
23.
arrow flies true. It flies hard and it flies fast. And it flies very painfully directly into his eye. And the there we go.
That's what he's doing, right? Right?
Huh?
He stops what he's doing, right?
I feel like a bald shot like that should get some kind of bonus.
The bonus is fucking wind to his eye, and he's blind in that eye now. Can't see out of his left eye.
Failure.
That would be a good. Well, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, give him a comment.
Yeah, come on.
Thank
That
you.
would be a DC 10.
And he does pass his concentration. So the arrow flies true, and as you loose the arrow, your invisibility fades, and so you duck down essentially. So you don't get a really good view of this. But Dakota does. Dakota and Nia both come up the stairs the moment that this arrow is let loose. And you can't quite hear the arrow shot because a thunder crack runs over as the arrow is let loose. So you climb up to the stairs, you see this giant ogre, and an arrow flies through the air directly into this dude's eyeball.
Wow.
Sticks right into it.
Hell's bells and whiskey fire. Somebody still got it.
That is what the fuck.
Whoa.
I love that.
I stole that quote from Shadowverse.
I just kind of wish that was the first line that guy hears the moment he sees him stepping up the stairwell.
That is the first thing he hears. Just thunk. Hell's bells. The fuck?
Bells and whiskey fire.
Let me pull the two of you up here real quick. Right there and right there. And we are using a zone rule set, so I'll go through that really quickly for anyone who doesn't know how these work. So the way that zoning is going to work, and this is a test, so we're going to be refining it as we go along, each zone is exactly one move action away from one another. It does not matter where you are within the zone, it matters that the zones are one movement. If you're within the zone, you are considered to be within melee reach of whoever else is in the zone. And so you get, obviously, one move action, and you can use that move action to go from one zone to another. If you use dash, you can go an extra zone in exchange for not being able to attack. Let's just make it so it's a little bit easier for us to think about it mentally speaking, if that makes sense.
That sounds cool.
For the sake of abilities that have a pre-specified exact range for how far they can go, how exactly far would each of these... is there a way that we'd be able to tell how far away we are from each of these individual entities with regards to abilities like that? Like, for example,
if it's like 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So usually the zones are within 30-foot increments because a move action is generally speaking about 30 feet. And so if it's a 60-foot distance, you can hit 2 zones away.
Oh, I like it.
But if it's a 30, I can still hit the next zone over then, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or is the 30 within the one zone you're in?
A 30 you can hit 1 zone away, 60 you can hit 2 zones away. If it's less than 30, just consider it to be roughly within the same zone.
Okay, so 30 hit the next one, 60 you can get 3.
Yeah.
Or 2 way.
So zone 1 is 0 to 30, zone 2 is 30 to 59. I think I'm doing that right.
We'll probably move around though, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just very rough estimations so that you guys are kind of able to think, okay, this one does roughly this, boosh, I'm good. Instead of thinking, okay, we're 25 feet away, let me move 5 feet back so I can do this ability to hit 15 feet to the left of this guy to hit these 2 people. It's a lot of extra mathematics that you don't necessarily need when we can just say, you step back into zone 1, you hit in zone 2 with this fireball.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. But anyway, so you guys come up, and I'm knowing it's also easy for me to refer to them as zones for the audible hearer, for the audible listeners as well. So I can say you guys are in zone 1, and the zombies in zone 2, and people immediately get that kind of in their head. If that makes sense.
It's cool.
Yeah. So Ania and Dakota are both now in zone 1. Sapphire is in zone high, and that's just going to be my give all end all for up in the air essentially. But she's 1 zone behind Dakota and Sapphire, basically zone 0. But you guys walk into this thing, you see we're gonna call him Shadow, just for easy reference. You guys see Shadow get fucking headshotted as he like rears back slightly and like kind of moves his head forwards, grabs the arrow, and like plops out his own eyeball.
Oh my god, that's metal.
He's still chanting, by the way. But you see, he like
Damn.
pulls out the eye, and it's still connected to his skull too by like the muscles and stuff. So he pulls out a knife and slices it off.
No.
And throws the arrow to the side.
Does that take his action?
we're going to say because he is chanting, that is going to take that action for him right now.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
And we haven't quite gotten to actions just yet, but essentially that was Sapphire and that was him. The ogre is not going to move just yet. He's going to go after probably you two do. So, what are you two going to do for right now?
I'm gonna true strike.
Very fair. Which one? Actually, he is technically within full cover of the zombie, for you two specifically. So you would have to shoot through the zombie. He's 20 feet tall. The zombie's huge. But yeah, he's basically in full cover with the zombies. One of the reasons he brought the damn thing out. So.
Okay.
So if you move 15 and a half feet to the left,
if you slide diagonally by the hop skip of a rhinoceros, you will be within viewing range of the hippopotamus.
the square root of the hypotenuse.
Okay. Alright. I only have one spell point, so I'm not going to be able to Misty Step or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to actually run on foot. Okay. Can I get to the high zone? Is there anything that allows me to do that, or should I just, I don't know, try an Eldritch Whip up there?
You can Eldritch Whip up there, you can just straight up climb, you can take your full action to get to the high zone if you like. I'm actually going to make a 4th zone real quick, because I don't like only having 3. Hold on.
What do you mean? There are 4.
There we go. Wunderbar. We're gonna call it his zone 2.5.
I like it.
5.
It's like a little update.
Just a little update is fine. That's horrendous on, I think, 80? Yeah, and then what color should I put it?
It's fine like it is.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because it's zone 2.5, so
I like it.
Keep it in zone 2
that
color.
works. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah, zone 2.5. There we go.
So would it take my full action and whatnot just to get to the high zone? Like I lose my ability to shoot?
You would be climbing about 15 feet. So you don't have any climb movement because you are not proficient in climbing. So it would take your full action to get up there. You could try doing a bonus action, but you will have to roll athletics if you want to do that.
Oof. Well, I can't acrobatics my way there?
You could
little
attempt to
flip?
describe to me how you would do some flippy flop motions to climb a wall. You could Spider-Man your way up, but I don't think you have the
shoot
fingers.
the ground
for that.
really fast. Just kidding.
I mean, isn't Eldritch Blast a bonus action anyway? So.
That's a good question, actually.
Okay, if I utilize Eldritch Whip in a not quite a momentum based fashion because it's like a thrash, right? Eldritch Whip, that's like how you're supposed to cast it. So if I kind of grappling hook something at the top and then just kind of use the momentum of the whip coming back to me to propel myself up there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to visualize it, I swear.
So, Legend of Zelda, right? And you know the hook? You know how, you'd shoot the hook, and then it'd latch on, and then it would, pull you towards it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would kind of be like that.
The one that would have ripped out his arm from its socket, but...
Yeah, you would be able to do that. Again, that would be a full action, because that's what Eldritch Whip is, but yeah, you'd be able to fling yourself all the way up.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Get a cool running start as I throw the Eldritch Lasso, because that's just how I visualize it now. Up there and just woo!
Woohoo! You land right next to Sapphire.
Fancy seeing you up here.
Howdy, other miss.
Howdy, other miss.
Other miss.
Oh,
Cheating on her? You cheating?
I'm not the other miss. She's the other miss.
Oh no.
All right. Ania, what would you like to do?
I'm about to make you hate me.
Oh?
Unfortunately.
How could you possibly do that?
Ania is going to try to, while Dakota's doing the fancy lassoing up the ramparts, Ania wants to go the one place you didn't put a zone to go in this shadowy circle area on the outside and not be noticed.
Damn, I hate you. So, zone 2.25.
So 2 points the other one.
2 point something.
So I roll a stealth check to avoid hopefully being not seen.
Yeah, feel free.
Hopefully they're
Do
too
I
distracted
have-
to the orange cowboy.
Yeah, do I have advantage or any bonus because it's raining and Dakota's being flashy?
The zombie doesn't care necessarily about the rain or about Dakota, so I would probably say no.
Cool. All right, no problem. Let me go ahead. Stealth. Normal.
17 is pretty good. All right, you are able to maneuver your way over there without really much noticing. The zombie doesn't seem to notice you too much, and obviously, I mean, you're in the guy's one line of sight, but he's kind of just, sliced off his own eyeball. So
yeah, I'm sticking behind the pillars,
really
trying to.
Okay.
I'm doing the ninja thing and going behind the pillars of the ramparts.
Mm-hmm.
And I peek out and run to the next rampart sort of deal.
Very nice.
That's what I'm doing.
Nice. All right, he's going to continue chanting, and I'm going to put everyone onto initiatives. And then once we get to Gelmar and Cyril and Rue's initiatives, they will be coming up the stairs into Zone 1 and starting their initiative there. So feel free to roll all your initiatives once I make an encounter. There we go. And
All right.
these guys
We don't have to click or anybody, but we just have to click initiative.
Yeah, just open up your sheet and then click initiative and you should be good. There you go. Oh, got the nat 1. Oh, Cyril.
Damn it.
Cyril's having trouble on the rainy stairs.
Fucking water pouring down. He's like, fuck. Everyone got bad initiative, but Dakota and me. Good lord.
Sapphire's got a 14.
So funny. So this is actually a funny moment.
Oh, yeah.
We can actually use this one. We can use this one RP wise. Going up the stairs with that nat 1. The Gelmar and Rue can actually hear him having a little bit of difficulty with the wet stairs. And when he slips on the stairs, it's a weird scraping noise. It doesn't sound like a boot.
Rue's gonna keep going, but she would be like, "Are you good?"
I got this, and he just jabs the bottom of his glaive into the stairs. I've got this, and he stabilizes himself.
Very fair.
My legs don't work like how they used to.
It feels the weather.
My joints.
I think it's gonna rain tonight.
It is raining, Grandma. Look out the window.
I was literally about to offer him a rope until I remember that it's still currently tied around on the Dragonborn.
Listen to the thunder, Grandma.
Grandma, it is raining. I can still hear his voice.
Right. Dakota, is your turn. What would you like to do? You have quite a few things going on right now. And I'm going to try to do something while you do this.
Alright, well, I am going to true strike my gun and then shoot the guy in the back there.
Okay. Cool. Feel free.
Yeah. Do I need to really proper boop? There it is. And then boop.
There it is.
You
Sorry.
got this, Dakota.
Roll for damage.
True strike, you would have advantage, so click the advantage mark.
Oh. Right, yeah.
There's in the chat there should be advantage. You can just click and it'll roll the second one.
Really needed
it. You did. That will hit.
Nice. Okay.
Good job.
And damage. Ah.
Ouch.
I mean, it's some damage.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little bit of damage. Let's see how his con serves. He's you shoot him in the shoulder and he looks up at you. And you can see like he turns his body a little bit so his only eye is now staring daggers into yours. Like he sees you. He knows you're there.
You might have to cover my back, miss. I don't take whatever he's got very well. I don't know what he's got, but I probably don't take it well.
Okay.
I got you back.
Speaking of, it is now your turn, Sapphire.
I'm gonna. Wait, can I fire my bow again?
Mm-hmm.
Aim for the other eye.
I am.
Oh, good
Yeah.
lord.
Kill.
Let me back out. Let me back out. Thank you.
Let me in.
So, period. So, don't fail me now.
Come on.
That would hit him. That is a glancing blow. It does half damage.
Into his eye.
Into his eye. Oh wait, sorry, that's a 24. I was reading the damage. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, like how is that a glancing blow? She went for it.
I was not reading the 20 fucking 4. How many 24s you gonna get today? God damn.
As many as it takes, okay?
Fucking
I am
hell.
So scared.
So you you fling your arrow towards him. This time, however, he's a little bit wise to your ways of I need your eyeballs. So he does turn his head a little bit. And you slam directly into like you slide across his jawbone into his collarbone.
Ow. Did I nick his artery?
No. It did do a lot of damage though. We're going to do that. And we are once again going to roll his con.
Damn.
Which, yeah, no, he's still trucking strong.
He's so metal.
Standing.
This motherfucker looks at the arrow in his shoulder, and he turns to look back at you. He's not having a good day. Ania!
Am I able to roll a knowledge check without using any actions?
Depends on what you're trying to figure out.
I want to know, do I know anything about this necromancy BS? And, like, if we kill him, what happens if we kill him? What's with the ogre? Like, a general necromancy magic, how do it work?
You druids would have had at least some interaction with necromancy because it is technically an affront to most of what druids are about. So I would say, yeah, you would know a little bit about it. So roll let's go history check to see how much you know about it.
Okay.
I love yes, you know about this because you hate this. Like everybody you know.
You hate this.
You had to do your research.
I mean, I was gonna
You weren't
say,
angry before.
I was gonna say,
Go
in
ahead.
most D&D worlds I've seen, necromancy is considered a taboo in basically every culture.
It's
Except for the
generally
handful
an
that still do
affront
it.
to nature, and for a group like druids, especially star druids, who's even more so than most druids, are literally all about the nature cosmic forces. Necromancy is basically just a gigantic middle finger to everything y'all believe in. So you spent a little bit of time around it, not a whole lot though. To the best of your knowledge, necromancers usually have good control of the creatures that they summon. They can usually summon multiple of them depending on how powerful the necromancer is. Generally speaking, the necromancer is undead. They have even more control over it, but that's debated in some of the circles you've been in. And depending on the amount of control that necromancer has or the amount of force that they put into the necromancy, the creature that they summon is not beholden to dying when they do. So you could kill him and the creature, the ogre, would still be alive if this guy is strong enough.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Is he though?
You know what? I'll let you guys figure that.
So on the map that the viewers can't see, the ogre is right next to a giant hole in the floor. How close is the ogre to the floor, and how decrepit is that floor in this old watchtower?
He's about probably 5 or 10 feet or so away from the massive hole. He is about the size of the hole, by the way, and the ground is unstable. From him standing up, you can tell based on when you were down below, the floor is shaking when he stands up, which is probably why he hasn't moved much yet, because the ground is not very stable underneath him.
Okay. I am going to, let me just check one thing before I commit.
No problem.
I want to check one thing here. Where'd it go? I just was looking at it. And one more thing. I'm doing
one more thing.
One more thing, just to check.
feel like you're about to
questions,
Oh.
What?
No, I was just saying she's asking the smart questions, though.
I mean, I have the higher stand. I have to. Okay.
I was like, dang.
I'm going to use my last usage of Wild Shape to cast Starry Form Archer.
Ooh, okay.
And the group would have seen this before. When Ania casts this, she begins to glow. And she begins to glow. Those really cheap galaxy overlays people put on stuff sometimes? She gets that on her, but less cheap. She seems less cheap. So she looks like looking at the sky. Her hair gets a little bit less ruffled. She looks sleeker. She sometimes just looks taller for some reason when she takes on this form. And specifically, she holds her staff in front of her, and then she uses her other hand to pull back a bowstring made out of a constellation that connects in the staff to form the shaft of the bow. So she is definitely no longer hidden, but when I use Starry Form, I get both on this turn and as a bonus action on this turn, and on turns after, I get to shoot. Let me find it again. When I activate this form, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns while it lasts, which I believe it lasts for 10 minutes. Yes, it does.
I think so.
I can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet of you. On a hit, the attack deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus wisdom.
Ooh,
so I would like to shoot the necromancer.
And
let me see if doing that works. It did not add my wisdom. Let me try that.
That your damage or your roll?
I think I clicked it. That's the damage. Okay, let me do a to-hit roll.
Come on, you can do it.
Let me just click this. Let me see. Use ability. I'd not do this before.
And if you know the number, you can also just type it out. Oh, sweet.
Okay, there we go.
Nice. Okay, that will hit. He has a 15 AC.
All right, and so the damage was 2 + 4, so that's 6.
Okay.
Good job.
And he is once again going to roll his con save, as he is now bloodied. And he once again succeeds.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm going to take my action.
Mhm.
And I'm going to guiding bolt this man.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice. Okay.
So attack.
Ooh, get him.
Yeah, that'll do it. This man is just getting fucking pummeled. Holy shit.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking 13 damn. Good lord.
Damn.
And does it add wisdom or is it just the 46?
I think it's just 46.
Okay.
And he is still fucking trying.
He's a badass!
Wow.
So I'm not even mad. He's metal.
Probably.
Jesus Christ, this motherfucker, it just, you sling a spell into it, I'm assuming it's chest frame, with the arrow. It slams into him, and he shrugs off, looks you dead in the eyes, and continues to chant. So, you throw your fucking, I don't even know how do you do your guiding bolts?
In this case, it would, like, manifest at the top of the staff and just shoot at him.
Okay.
It would be a greenish gold is what Enya usually uses.
Nice.
It'd be so cool if it was like a supernova that exploded and then burst out in a shot of beam.
Ooh. That would be
Like a little star collapsing and then shoots
Yeah.
out as a beam. That would be
Wooshy,
sick.
wooshy, boosh. So that condenser shoots out towards him, hits him in the chest. You can see, like, his chest just fucking gets burned through. This man is fucking bleeding, cartilized wounds. You can smell the flesh being burned off of him. The fucking arrow in his shoulder, his eyeball on the floor to his left. Like, this man is fucked up to an extreme. And you just see him look up as it, like, hits him. He looks up back at you, points his finger at you, and keeps chanting.
You! I hate you in particular!
I hate you.
You're
I
too
hate
pretty.
you in particular.
Thanks for coming to my concert.
Oh, good lord. Okay,
Takes a JoJo stance.
gonna go to the bandit's captain turn, but before his turn activates, Ania, because you want to be told, you did have a few sparks moments, that same staticky noise, for some reason. It was very random, so I'm not sure what's causing it exactly, but just letting you know.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Got it. I was
And-
like, Mars, I don't remember anything about that. Okay.
Sparks. And then as he's chanting towards you, the two rolls that I rolled a few minutes ago, which was the 21 and the 22, are actually two new initiatives. One for Ghoul that literally like spawns out of the earth, like towards you, like rips its way through the floors, which you're not quite sure there was things under it that it could come from, so you're not quite sure how it popped up there, but it did, and it doesn't look too spooky, but definitely not pleasant, and it's looking you dead in the eyes. And then another one spawns up in the rafters. This one also seems... This one's a little bit weirder, though. It spawns next to the two of you, and you can actually see it condensing in the air. Like, the air itself seems to condense. That same necrotic feeling that Sapphire can feel seems to condense in front of her and start taking shapes. And then just a giant bone flies out of the zombie ogre's chest frame and flies onto the rafters, and it like splits into pieces, and it starts forming this creepy looking ghoul creature as it like kind of shambles towards you guys. The one on the bottom is going to have the 21 initiative. Let me add it real quick. And then the one on the top is going to have the 22 initiative. 14. And then the other one, this one, is going to have 21 initiative. 21.14. There we go. But we're going to get to them in just a minute, so it's going to go up towards them, because they just spawned.
No, can you leave the car on?
And the ghoul in front of you, as he's like pointing at you and still continuing to chant, the ghoul starts shumbling its way towards you. And it's going to just take a sweet bite out of your shoulder, or attempt to bite your shoulder.
Oh. Oh no.
He's very pissed at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm too petite.
Let me make sure this is doing the roll I want it to. This might not do the roll I want to. I don't think that did the roll I want to. I have a different critical, and I'm not sure if this thing's critical did it right. Its attack is normally 2d6 plus 2, apparently. That's a lot of damage. Oh, because it's a bite, I see. Because it's him biting. So that's 2d6 plus 2, and so the way I do criticals is I give max dice plus roll of dice plus modifier. So that would be 12 plus 5, 17 damage.
Damn.
Okay.
Oof, I just looked at your health.
Got you good.
That was half your health, and you did not go down to 0. So we're going to, this is also a really good example of the rules I have. We're going to be using, we're going to use the excessive damage rule. If you take more than half your entire HP in one shot, you have to roll a con save DC 13.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Let me see. Con. There we go.
Scary.
Save throws. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, darn.
I have to roll on the system shock table, which is a 1d10. This might hurt a lot, just a fair warning. 6. A 6 is the creature can't take reactions and has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. The other ones, 1 is you drop to 0 hit points and start dying. 2 and 3 is you drop to 0 hit points but you're stable. And 4 and 5 is the creature is stunned until its next turn. So
okay.
It's a very nice but painful table. But
okay, so Ania takes.
Keep going, Nia.
Oh, what'd you say, Zero?
So, and the one that you rolled for her right now only lasts until the end of her next turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So Ania gets this big bite taken into her shoulder. Maybe it takes some of the fabric and flesh with it. I don't know how they work. And does let out a scream that I'm sure the others can hear. And
Very
she
much
is
so.
stunned. I do not think Starry Form needs concentration.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
So I think Nia's still Starry, I believe.
I believe, because it's a class feature, so I think it does not require concentration.
All right.
If it does, we'll do it later, but for now, it doesn't. So that was its turn. That was this boy's turn. Criticals hurt.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move down to this ghoul up here on the rafters. And he is also going to take a bite out of Sapphire. Because Sapphire was the most recent one to stab him in the shoulder.
Sapphire, kill him. Oh no. No.
Oh. This necromancer's a badass.
Damn.
This necromancer is pissed.
Oh my god.
So, as a team, we have our secondary sheets, right?
This motherfucker is pissed. God damn. Oh, it's gonna hurt Sapphire. Oh. That's gonna hurt. That's 23 damage.
Shit.
Bro.
Oh my god. Double critical. Oh. So
Sin,
sorry,
we're already dying.
guys.
What have you done?
Fuck you.
It's just cool. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, so, Sapphire, he, this motherfucker just kind of rolls up to you, just kind of slumbering, like hunkering towards you, and just chomps towards you. Do you block with your arm, or is he gonna bite your shoulder? Where is he biting?
We'll go arm.
Alright, so he starts, like, just kind of hunkering towards you, and Dakota, you turn to the side as you see this, and like she's trying to put her bow away, trying to like reach for her weapon. It's not fast enough, and he like leans, like lurches forwards and like snaps his jaw forwards, and she raises her arm and just it chomps practically down to the bone, and you can almost hear, like, you can hear her bone creaking from the force of its jaw just clenching down into her.
Oh boy. Okay. Is it my turn or?
No, it would be the bandit captain's turn now.
Well, then Dakota's just gonna.
I don't like that.
Wait, didn't he take his turn? He summoned the 2 ghouls.
That's a good point, actually. His thing is summoning. So, thank you for that. He is... Yeah, so he basically did the summoning thing. So they more or less formed out the mist of the air, or some, crap like that. You guys aren't really sure how his necromancy works, and it feels different to you guys. And, so he does that, and he is still looking directly at, Ania, by the way. She like, the zombies clenched onto her shoulder, and it does not want to let go. Effectively kind of grappling, but we're going to ignore that for right now. And she can just see locking eyes with him. Eye with him. As he just looks fucking pissed. As he does that, the ogre kind of like turns and looks at Nia for a second before it slowly, and this thing is huge, by the way, so it slowly turns back to the I don't know what this is called, pillar? Yeah, to the pillar. And it's gonna walk into this zone, which, by the way, again, the ground is rumbling under it. So let me just roll a thing real quick. Alright, cool. And it walks over to this thing. And as the 3 of you guys get to the top of these stairs, let me just put you guys here for a second, because this is going to be rough. There you guys go. You guys watch this giant, hungering, massive son of a bitch walk over to these pillars. He takes one fist and he punches the pillar. We're gonna see how hard he hits this pillar. He doesn't actually hit that hard.
He's squishy.
He's very squishy, but we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. That only does half damage because it's against a structure. So he punches this thing, and even with it being a cracked, a decrepit surface that he just punched through, and like he sinks a good foot into this pillar too, and you guys can hear it start to creak and just crumble under the weight of his fist. His fist is still flesh, and it's an amalgamation of flesh too. So this pillar is severely weakened at this point, but he is clearly intent on bringing down this pillar, and that will be his turn. He is severely weakened. Rue, it's your turn.
Wow.
You do see Ania to your left. She is just screaming, blood squirting out of her arm, shoulder, area.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bless myself, Gelmar, and Cyril.
Okay.
Because we're the main fighters. Let's get going, bro. I'm main fighters. I'm an upfront fighter. So don't kill me. I do that one.
You guys are the least squishy of the group, so.
It's just 3 creatures. Remember, it's if you're making an attack or a saving throw, you can add a D4. So save or attack. And then, oh man, I'm already in this zone. I can move on to the other one. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go over to. Oh, I can't click.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You're right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I just can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
I said a move.
There you go. Should move with you, but sometimes doesn't want to.
And then I'm gonna use. Wait. Bless is an action. Okay, bless is an action. I'm gonna do a bonus action for the spiritual weapon.
Nice. You're truly embracing your cleric heritage.
Oh yeah. This guy coming in. And then, well, that's the only thing for a bonus action that I can do, and so then the thing is going to attack.
What was it called? Bladesaw?
Bladesaw. Buzzsaw.
Buzzsaw. That was it.
Yeah.
Buzzsaw. Let me just real quick find a picture of one. Let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Transparent background. Because I want. Okay. Oh, there it is. Got one. We're going to save that as a PNG, of course, into downloads. Circular saw.
Nice.
That is a 16. That will very much so hit. 12 damage.
Hit him.
It looks severely wounded.
I'm gonna just like I get my after I bless these 2 guys, I just as I'm by side them, I think it's in the area, not like a touch thing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just tap them both real fast. So I get my axe out and I'm sprinting over.
Charge!
I just take real fast. I'm just gonna try to put my axe in between just to get them off her.
Okay. You will be able to push off of her relatively easily. Just one moment as I try to figure out why the fuck this shit isn't working for me. Oh, wait, I need health. That's why. Sure. We'll give it a max 1 health. No? Okay. Doesn't... No, I should make an NPC sheet. Whoops. Sorry, trying to make it actually work to give you a nice little buzzsaw. You know what? We'll do group. And we'll do... There we go. And then, there we go. Got it. And you know, I'm gonna put this in characters because I feel fancy. I feel like your buzzsaw is its own character.
There
you
question real fast. When it says attack action, is the bless not considered an attack action, but it's an attack, but it's an action, I guess?
Bless itself is an action to cast onto other people, and so any spell is considered its own action, and any attack is considered an attack action specifically.
So I had to actually hit a weapon first, or use a weapon to be an attack action.
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah.
So there's your sweet buzzsaw friend coming in clutch.
Buddy. Let's do it, and then that's gonna be my turn.
Okie doke. And then we're going to go to Gelmar's turn. You do hear rumbling above you, by the way, Gelmar?
Gelmar actually lost connection. There's a fuse blew.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, that sounds like a perfect time for me to go to the bathroom.
The necromancer is so powerful it blew up Gelmar's fuse box.
Yeah.
Just broke his thing. Dakota, do me a favor while I go to the bathroom and plug our channel or whatever we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into
Yes.
what?
So I'll self-promote somehow. Entertain the viewership. Be me for 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. All right. You do
Gotcha.
that.
I got faith in you. I have faith in you. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. All right, I'll be right back,
All right.
viewers. Putting the faith of the channel in Dakota's hands.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Have fun with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be Cinny. Be Cinny. Okay. How do I be Cinny? I gotta know what goes through Sin's mind. All right.
Oh, wow. Welcome back.
Oh gosh.
Hold on. Cindy's gone to the bathroom. I have to morph into him.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sin Applier.
Hey, when Sid gets back, do you let him know that I probably need to be kicked out of the immediate Armageddon session? It looks like, since it thinks I'm still logged in, it won't let me come back.
Well, that'll be hard to do considering I have become Sin, but I'll be sure to let it. I'll be sure to let me know about that. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, good, good.
Everybody, follow the channel. We have stuff. We also have a Patreon. Give us money. I like money. That is a core character trait. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Money is good.
It
tastes delicious. What?
This feels like he's been replaced by a doppelganger of some sort.
I can't
The doppelganger. Flawless.
Agreed. We should probably put one of them down. Which one? No.
What
They
if,
look exactly
what if
the
this
same
is the
to me.
real Sin?
Which is real? Which is real?
Crap.
Oh, no.
Only Sin would know.
All right, I've come back. Good
No,
job
it's
being
false
me.
Sin.
Are you?
False Sin.
I think Dakota's the real you.
I've seen the world. There you go, Dan. I've kicked you.
Thank you.
Don't. But Dakota, you got one thing wrong. I don't eat money. I
Wait.
lick money.
Wait.
Oh, that's
That's
worse.
bro.
That's worse.
You
that's not a
should
good
be able to
sight.
get back into it
Let me try
now.
that again.
Let me
I'm
just.
just straight up refreshing. The page isn't quite enough. I'm still on the list for unavailable.
Aww.
That's weird.
I
Maybe
can.
because you're in battle, or I don't know.
Let me refresh things real quick once I can remember how.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Let me.
You missed my good joke about.
We are currently experiencing technical difficulties.
Okay.
I was saying the necromancer was so metal that it blew your fuse box just to get rid of one of the party members.
Something like that. It just sounds like something went wrong with our. We have an electric car out there, and apparently something went wrong with its charging sequence, and so since it was hooked up to the same fuse as the access point, well.
Oof. Okay, the thing is refreshed. You guys should be able to join now.
I'll refresh my hand as well. Oh, there I am. I'm on my way back in. Thank you all.
No problem.
Okay. I lack server administrator permission to submit this request.
What?
I think I'm on the wrong screen.
Maybe
Am I alive?
time has passed. I don't know.
I'm alive, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
So
Hold on.
my connection was dying the moment that the spiritual weapon was being spawned. And did anything else happen in between that?
No.
I think that was about it.
She hit the ghoul with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, do I want to...
And knocked it off me.
Okay, so the next question is, do I want to approach... I should probably just do something about the ogre here then.
Okay.
Assuming we're ready to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I'm not able to reboot shifting. Can you give me the link again? Oh wait, I think it's booting up now.
Okay.
I don't know, it's 5 players on here, yeah. 1, 2, 5.
Alright, got it. Cool. Alright, I'll
Nice.
re-get that up for Sapphire.
No problem.
I'm imagining I probably don't have enough context to know that both Dakota and
Sapphire
and Sapphire are up top there. So I'm just going to assume it's just I see him trying to break the pillars. It's like, oh god, he's trying to take the entire building down.
It's a very good assumption.
We are still missing someone in the...
Sapphire's. Story's popping up her thing.
No.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Dakota.
There's no lax administrator permission.
Yeah, feel free to just grab the link and re-put in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I think I have. Yeah, yep, okay, yep. Carry on.
Okay.
I got here. I'm here.
You good? Okay. There you go.
There we go. Now it goes Skamost and not Samost.
Skamost. Alright, feel free, Gemor. What are you gonna do?
Look upon the ogre, or between the ogre and the ghoul, but since we're noticing who's going in that general, or going for the ghoul, it's just like, okay, hey, I guess we'll be... Gosh darn it, I need to get back in character.
Oh, you're fine. Power on,
We cannot let him take down the building, he says, pulling the great axe and approaching the ogre.
Okay. You
Cannot
should be able
action
to...
while the game is currently paused.
Oh, oops,
doesn't matter.
sorry.
Thank you, sorry.
No, I forgot that existed.
So I'm going to step up to the ogre, and I'm just going to give him a general great axe swing.
Alright, will do. Feel free to hit.
Because I'm looking in the wrong inventory, that's why I can't find it, dang it!
Now, I will say it has an 8 AC because it is not having any armor. It is not hard to hit.
But it does have a +6 to hit you, so bro, watch it.
Oh yeah, it hits hard.
That's what I'm counting on.
Yep, I'll hit. Far more than you need.
Crud, I probably should have applied that before I recall. I don't know if it was an attack or not.
You're welcome to retroactively apply stuff, as long as it keeps within the actions, bonus actions, and like.
I am just debating if I want to add a additional ability. Oh no, that probably isn't going to be doing much for me. Yeah, I guess the only thing I can really do this turn is just go for a hit.
Okie dokie.
That's okay.
7 damage.
Not great, but okay.
That'll work. You take your gray axe and you slam it into his side, and with a flood of viscera, it kind of like looks at you for a second, and then like its entire body is jerked back to the pillar.
Just a quick wide sweep of the tail, real quick, before it gives a quick. And what do you think you're doing? Turn pass.
Okay, Cyril, it's your turn.
All right. So here's me messing with your zones here. I'm gonna move into zone 2, but
okay.
the thing that I want to do is use a spell that gives me that has like a 20-foot range.
And
I get to the captain in zone 3 using that?
I would say yeah, because it's basically between 1 and 30, so a 20-foot range will get you into one zone.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna. Here we go. I had everything set up, and now I have to go back and forth. All right. So about 20 feet away, and remind me again. He got hit with guiding bolt. So does that mean that I get advantage on the attack?
Oh yeah, this dude, right?
Good
right.
question, actually. I don't remember guiding bolts or verbiage.
Yeah, the
I can
next
get it
attack
up
on
really
the
quick.
person. Oh wait, the next attack. Did he get attacked after that?
No, he is not.
Oh, nice.
The next attack roll
Somehow
made
I
against this
lucked out.
target
Mhm.
before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical dim light glaring on the target until then.
Yep.
Is it every attack?
So it has
or
advantage.
Just the next one. So your attack, your
has
first
advantage.
attack will have advantage.
Sweet.
Do it.
I am going to. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use. I can actually use this as it's intended. You're gonna see you're gonna see from the ground something else pop up, and it's gonna probably spook the people that have seen the ghouls pop up out of the ground. But this looks more like a strange straw effigy of Cyril with its own thorny spear, and it's going to shoot out 20 feet at the captain. And that is going to. I'm going to be using Spectral Slash
Mm-hmm.
at advantage.
That does not hit.
Plus D4.
That could hit. That could hit. That does not hit.
Does not hit.
Mm.
Shit.
You see the spectral straw thing like appear in front of him, and you see his eyes, they move from Ania to the straw. As it like juts out its spear towards him, he grabs the spear in midair and snaps it in half. And throws it into the hole behind you.
Fine.
Damn.
We'll do this the old-fashioned way. And I'm gonna then I'm gonna then come in and hit him with. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna hit him with a regular old attack.
Okay. And
Because
does
that was a
your
bonus.
spectral slash move you into the next zone, by the way?
It would have if I had hit.
Okay. So in that case,
Remember.
you're still a zone away from him.
Still a zone away. Well, shit.
Mm.
I don't want to do. All right, so then I am going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really have much else I can do. But even with advantage, I still fucking miss this guy. All right, yeah.
He's really cool.
I'm going to do absolutely fucking nothing. Because I can't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right, cool.
You.
Hmm?
I was gonna suggest, like, is there a way you can like ready an action?
Oh, that's true.
Like a dodge action or something?
A what?
Yeah, you can hold actions.
Not many actions I can hold that I don't already have a reaction that covers it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You're the reaction build.
You know? So. And I can't imagine any of the other enemies trying to pass through into my zone. And if I use a dash, I'm using up my action in order to get into the zone next to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which pointless at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just be right next to him.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait.
Oh.
No. I can still get him. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot about something else I can do because my goring charge.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna dash and I'm gonna use goring charge.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have that. Where
Yes.
is that?
And
oh, I don't think I put on your features. Give me a. Is it in your journal? Try and remember the specifics on it.
If I move up to 20, if I move at least 20 feet in a straight line,
okay.
I can make a melee attack with my antlers. I'm trying to find it myself. It's in here somewhere. But anyways. Yeah, I can make a melee attack with my antlers, and it's a D6. I know that off the top of my head.
Okay, feel free.
And then he gets to make a Anyway, so over here we're gonna do a D20 plus. I can't actually find it right now, but I will at some point.
That's all right.
It's 6 at this point because it's a strength.
Ooh.
4.
Well, you might hit him with a strength check. Unless this is another smothering rogue situation. It is not. Almost was.
Alright, and then so it's a D6 plus 4. Right? Because it's plus my strength without my
D6 plus 4. Yeah. 7 damage. Right. Very nice.
And then he has to pass a DC 12 strength check.
Okay.
Is it DC 12?
This is motherfucker.
Oh, it wouldn't matter. Shit. He would have gotten knocked prone and everything.
Yeah, this is what you fucking gore him with your horns, and like he grabs your horns as like they impale him, and he literally like pulls you off of him as you like kind of stand back up trying to lift him up, and he looks you dead in the eyes.
You know what? I know this is after the fact, but can I throw a smite on the motherfucker with this thing?
You're more than welcome to, yeah.
Smite with spite. Let's do it.
Smite with spite. Smite with spite.
Spite.
Just fuck him so
hard. Speaking of, hold on, let me...
Concentration check.
Speaking of, what the hell are you doing right now?
Don't roll that concentration
check. He does fail.
What the DC is. Okay, fair.
Yeah, well, it's the goring charge one that he rolled.
True, but if he's adding divine smite to that would amplify the damage, which could manipulate the power.
And that's an extra 3 damage from the smite. So when I hit him, and he goes to grab the antlers, there's this burst and this bloom of fungus and mushrooms and moss just takes root on his arms and starts trying to basically start decomposing him.
He groans as blood just kind of seeps onto your arm for a second as he pushes away from you. He looks at you and just goes, "We are one. We are mighty. One is not necessary." And Dakota, it'll be your turn now. Sapphire currently has a zombie just chomping at the bit on her arm.
Alright, okay, so I am gonna kind of move over kind of here. I'm still in the zone. But and I am going to True Strike, of course. Again. And I'm going to use Eldritch Whip to kind of try to knock the zombie off in like I don't know how far it would go through. It would either try to kind of
you want to try kind of landing on zone 1.
Yeah, I mean if I could seriously go for it, I would try to shoot him into the hole. but I don't think I
that's
could
a bit
knock
too
him that
far.
far. Yeah, that's what I'm
You,
thinking.
if you had Cyril's strength, I would say yes, but you do not.
Yeah. I think it could be neat to kind of like, I don't know, have him smack right into the face of the zombie ogre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're
All right.
basically using the whip as, a whip instead of a lasso. So you're just slapping it directly in the head, basically.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get him. This with advantage because a true strike.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right. Nice.
Be
Let me hit that
concerned if that
damage.
didn't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just a 4.
Nice.
You also regain half that, I believe, as temporary hit points.
Yeah. Temporary hit points. So that's
Cool.
Is
two.
going
Wait, hold on.
to.
What was my other?
I think
Wait.
it's half, right?
Wasn't that increased by something else?
Oh.
Yeah, by my proficiency
Yeah.
bonus. So I would get 4
yeah.
because of Noxious Invigoration.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, you do get all 4.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's going to roll strength check to see whether or not it falls off.
Come on.
It does not.
Dice.
I will say though, the way that it's grounding itself is by having a death grip on Sapphire. So if Sapphire wants to fall over the edge with it, it will fall.
Don't do it, miss. I can tell you're thinking about it. Don't do it. There's an ogre down there.
You are still muted, by the way, Sapphire.
I know.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't do it. There's an ogre down there.
Yeah. You could punch him in the face instead. Because you see how he like just disapparated into being. I don't know if he would like leave you to free fall by yourself if you did.
Well, I kind of want to jump over the edge with a sword in my hand and aim for that ogre's head.
Ooh,
You
fall
can,
damage too,
yeah.
That would be pretty
is
badass.
20 feet that you would be falling though, so you would have to roll dexterity.
I'll use the zombie as a shield too. So like,
that's the dexterity.
I was gonna say,
if she's successful in her attack, does he add the fall damage to the damage?
Yes, if she is successful in a dexterity saving throw as she's falling over, she will use the zombie as a both bludgeoning and softening tool and basically deal full fall damage to both the zombie and the zombie ogre. However, it is the ghoul's turn first. The ghoul in front of Nia is up first, though, actually. It is currently against 3 enemies. Let's see how pissed he is at you real quick.
Come on, can I taunt him with my tower shield? Come on.
You would not be able to because it is a zombie. It doesn't have a brain.
true.
So it's not you that I'm wondering. Necromancer is still pretty fucking pissed at Nia.
I'm very pretty.
You did shoot him in the chest, so so
everything just happened to him. Fuck her in particular.
So as Cyril's looking at him, he does look at Ania for a second, and the ghoul, which was pushed off by the buzzsaw, it looks at the buzzsaw and looks like it's about to take a swipe at it before its entire body jerks to the side and immediately goes for Ania, which I will do with a claws action. 16.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure that hit. Where's my AC again?
On the left.
On the left.
On the first tab.
Ah. Yeah, it's 14.
Okay. It will roll its damage. 7 damage.
I am incapacitated.
All right.
Oh, frick.
So you do fall to the ground as its entire body jerks towards you. It is not a comfortable sound. You do hear like things like tendons snapping as like it turns. It is very much so forcibly moved to the side before it takes a swipe at Nia, knocking her down to the ground. I imagine it basically bounced you off of the pillar to the side of you. And that will be
and the starry form will fade. Lafari, is Lafari still around?
I believe you told him to hide before, so he would be probably behind you, watching.
Okay, so I don't know, like if I become incapacitated, does Safari like poof?
That's a good question. I believe it's based off your wild shape thing, so I assume that if you get incapacitated, it would basically get concerned for its own life, so it would go back to its realm. Because it can't do much for you.
No problem.
Yeah, so it pops away.
Alright, so Flora poops, starry form twinkles out, and Ania collapses onto the floor.
No!
Thunk! Okay. Other ghoul's turn is targeting Sapphire, of course. Actually, it just got whipped in the head, so that one's not focusing on you. It would be going after... Yeah, it would be going purely off of instinct because this one is being focused on by him. So the ghoul is focusing purely on instinct, so it gets hit. It will retaliate the exact same way by clawing. And it does miss.
Yeah.
So it takes a swipe at Dakota, but Dakota just kind of dodges backwards. It's like kind of hovering over the edge, so like one hand is still like death gripping Sapphire, while the other one like takes a swing at Dakota, and because it's a lumbering piece of meat, it basically just like misjudges the distance, and just kind of like slices thin air. And Sapphire, it is now your turn. And you are in the perfect position to skydive with this fucking ghoul if you want to.
Going to.
Yes. All right. Feel free to roll me a...
This is the dexterity.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that a
13.
Oh, wait.
Do you have... You do have dexterity, so it would be a +5, so it would actually be a 15. So I would say that does make it. So with a 15 dexterity check, you are in fact falling 20 feet on top of a ghoul onto an ogre.
Miss!
Yeah!
They will both take full fall damage while you are basically using the ghoul as a springboard, which is, we're going to look at my falling damage ruling here. Every 10 feet you fall, you add an extra d6 to however many d6 damage you would take from the previous 10. So 10 feet is 1d6, 20 feet is an extra 2d6, so a total of 3d6. So both of them take 3d6 damage.
Damn.
Okay, and then he's still on my arm, right? Or do I like push him off as that springboard?
You will push them off with the springboard. Yeah.
Okay, but like before I jumped, I had my sword out. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I had one sword, right?
Yep.
And I'm not gonna try and picture trying to grab a second sword. So, how did we word this?
Let's see. So if you're doing a single sword, let's see. Or is it just
sword?
I think you can just do dot sword 1 if you did that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just do dot sword. Okay, dot sword 1 should do it. There you go. Jesus Christ, woman. Natural fucking 20.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Easier for murder.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 6 plus 5 is 11 total damage with that critical. Are you doing it to the ogre?
Yeah, I'm stabbing the ogre in the head.
Okay. And what were you saying, Gummer?
It was literally just a quick whip. Literally doesn't mean anything.
Fair.
I think I said something along the lines of, she's just here to kill.
So you bounce off of the ghoul under you, absolutely just plummeting it into the ogre. You jump off the ghoul's back as it lands, and I'm assuming you just do an awesome fucking backflip and then just plunge your sword directly into the head of this ogre.
Yes.
Wachoo! I was going to take another 11 damage. Yeesh. It looks wounded. It looks decently wounded. It's not, going down anytime soon kind of wounded, but it's decently wounded. Ania, is your turn for death saving throws, which I actually haven't had to do a death saving throw in over a year and a half.
Oh.
Funny enough.
He's like, I'm ready.
No, I don't like to kill characters.
So this is a very exciting occasion for me. What we're going to do with a death saving throw to make it so you have a little bit more to your turn than just rolling a number. I will have you roll a number in your journal.
Oh,
so it's just a flat d20 in your journal.
How? I've never done that, so I don't know how to do that.
Period 1d20.
I need to find my turn. Okay.
Should be at the top of player journals in the Discord.
So period
1d20.
D20. 1d20.
1d20.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay.
Private roll.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to leave that be for right now. No one else knows but us. Just us. Which is very fun. Just us. Very fun bit. You are not quite unconscious. You are still semi-conscious. You're just incapacitated. You are heavily wounded. You are very badly wounded. So what I want you to do, and this is what's going to happen whenever you guys have to roll death saving throws to give you a little bit of a experience in your turn, is I want you to tell me what your character is thinking right now.
Ania is extremely upset at the three fighters for bickering over small things on the first floor.
Oh.
So she's thinking that that's sort of in the back of her mind, though, because right now it's in the pain. This is actually her first time that she's really been wounded this badly, because I think, is relatively newish to adventuring compared to everyone else. So being stunned, very in character for her. She's probably never been hurt that badly, even during the adventure, because she usually takes a step back.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her first real experience with that, and it hurts a lot. And she's thinking a bit of her mom.
How is it affecting her at the moment?
You're gonna have to elaborate on what affecting means.
Like, how is she feeling about the fact that, like, all of her companions are around her and she got knocked down? Because normally, as you said, she's normally in the background. She's normally healing people when they get knocked down. I'm assuming Gilmore's gone down a couple of times. Cyril's gone down a couple of times. And you haven't. So this is your first time kind of being on this receiving end of being just beat the shit out of. How is that affecting, like, her mindset, for example, towards adventuring?
Towards adventuring. So she thinks it's much harder than she took it granted for, but she also knows it's not, because everyone in her circle warned her about this. Her mom didn't want her to go. Life Learner didn't really tell her to stop, but Life Learner was, like, concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And she does believe, like, even though she's here against the wall, she doesn't feel like she's going to die, because she believes she was given a purpose from the stars, and this is a trial. Like, she's still pissed, but she's not like super pissed at, like, she's actually quite happy about Rue right now, because Rue did, like, rush the heck over to her specifically.
Sure.
But she does feel like this is a trial she has to pass. Because
Okay.
this sort of thing, like, it's against, like, a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right, so that's kind of how your character is thinking in this moment, as there's a ghoul above her and Rue to her side. We're gonna look at the bandit captain. Now, the bandit captain, you fucked up his spell. You don't know what the fuck happened with... He held on to that spell for a long time, Cyril. He held on to it for a very long time. Fucking, what, 7 hits, I think, he tanked? And it was 1 from you that he managed to fucking lose it from? So, this motherfucker, he looks at you. And you can see he's probably about 5'7", until he starts walking towards you.
Oh,
You're not very far from him.
I don't like that.
You're not very far
like
from
that.
him. You're maybe at this point like within a 5-foot gap, because he put just a little bit of distance after you gored the fuck out of his chest frame. But he starts walking towards you. This man looks pissed. You see his attention, like that moment that he looked at the ghoul once Nia went down, he looked directly at you, and you can tell that's all she's got. That is all on his mind is you. And he starts walking towards you. You watch as his body starts to physically grow. And every step, it gets bigger and bigger until he's about your size. And you can see a lot of the wounds on his body kind of start healing a little bit as he walks up to you. And he cracks his knuckles. And he goes, "How about we go for a dance?" He is going to attempt to grapple you.
Alright.
We're gonna go with I believe it's a strength v strength.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I make a athletics save.
Possible. I don't know. I think, is it strength athletics?
Yeah.
Because if so, he has a +6 to that, so it's a 25 to beat.
I have to find it first. There it is. Got me a +4.
Fair. Respectable. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and I get a D4.
Oh, yep. Feel free to roll it.
All right, and okay. So here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
How do I add the D4 into the roll to begin with?
I think you can just do it afterwards. I don't think you can do it.
I can do that.
Yeah. We'll just do it after, so.
Well,
Oh.
Never mind. It won't fucking matter.
Oh.
I can get max.
Oh. So he grabs you. And this is some intense strength. He's slightly smaller than you. You're still a fucking giant. But he is slightly smaller than you. But he grabs you like around the waist, kind of like bear hugging the shit out of you, and he picks you up and he starts walking towards the giant hole, and that'll be his turn.
Okay.
On your turn, you can attempt to break out. This is gonna be very.
I will certainly make a valiant attempt.
It's gonna be that lovely fucking smother rug all over again. Mm-hmm. So the zombie ogre fucking has Sapphire embedded into his back, or into the back of his head, and is standing there. And it starts to kind of just like turn its head, and Sapphire can feel her body start to move with it. Sapphire, it's turning its head 180 degrees.
It's
Do you keep a hold of your sword?
Hell yeah!
Alright, cool. It turns its entire head 180 degrees, and you are now... You can see Galmar kind of next to you, about 5 feet below you, as you're just holding on to the sword as it's slowly falling out of its skull. And roll me a dexterity check if you would.
Okay.
We're
just
gonna
a
use
check,
this.
not a save.
We're gonna do a save. We're gonna use this instead of your AC because you are currently dangling.
Okay, so that's +5, right? That's what you said.
Yes. +5, and then yeah, because you have +2. Yeah, so it's a 1d20 +5. It's not a good AC for this guy. So, as you your sword slips out of its head, and in that moment, its head spins back to look at you while you're mid-fall, and it rears up its arm and goes to swing at you. And it misses by 1!
Oh.
It misses by 1!
Oh, that's glorious.
Oh.
Wait, what's her AC, huh?
Her AC is normally, I think, 16? No, 15.
Oh.
But because she's actively in midair and falling, I instead use her dexterity check as her AC to represent the fact that she is having to dodge mid-fall. And she got a 9, it got an 8 to hit her.
Holy crap.
So as she's falling in midair, it takes a swing at her. And Gelmar, you swear you can see the exact moment that its fist goes right above her nose. You can see it basically sliding off of the tip of her nose before it slams its fist into the pillar once more.
I'm very tempted to say I just let go of the great axe to try and catch her.
It's going to do a little bit more damage to the pillar. Doesn't do much. You're more than welcome to catch her. That'd be a free action.
Perfect.
He's just landing right into your dragonborn friend's arms. Oh, beautiful.
You always do seem to have a way of dropping out of everywhere. Nice to see you again. We were wondering where you went.
Thanks for
This
coming
is
to my
slowly
aid.
putting her back down on her feet.
That was so smooth.
Damsel in distress.
You prince of thieves.
I ain't no damsel.
Dakota, you can feel the moment it makes impact with the wall because the entire area that you're on top of rumbles and cracks all the way through the area. It's gonna fall. It's gonna hear soon.
Okay.
And now it is Rue's turn. Rue,
Okay.
you have your companion bleeding out next to you. You have your other companion being walked towards a giant hole. You have your other companion facing down a giant monstrosity, and one who is on top of a crumbling pillar.
She goes for the down person first, of course.
Good plan.
It's gonna be Ania, of course. And she's gonna do, of course, cure the wounds. She would have probably seen that. No, it takes 2 turns, so I couldn't do prayer of healing anyway. So it only would be cure wounds. I'll do for her.
And I will say, you technically can use Cure Wounds and Healing Word on the same turn, given the rules that I apply by.
Oh, and healing word?
Yeah. If you'd like to use a bonus action for that instead of the Buzzsaw.
Could help out a lot more.
There is still a ghoul there.
I got my buzzsaw. Yeah, okay,
Fair enough. So,
it doesn't
Ania...
take a bonus action for that to go. It's a free action for that.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, it is.
Oh, sweet.
It's a bonus action for it to move.
Oh, right, yeah. Because it's in direct thing. So you could use the healing word if you like.
Or I can cure wounds again. Yeah, I could.
Cure
Let's
Wounds is
do it.
still
Let's
a
get you.
main action. So.
Oh shit, that's an action. You're right. Shit. Well, I'm gonna do Cure Wounds first, so she stabilizes as she crouches down and lays her hand on Ania and says, "I got you." And she's going to put her stand in front of this one with her tower shield out and gonna body block.
Okay.
For Ania.
Let me double check the rulings on tower shielding again. Shields. Tower.
Because it doesn't have it in the description on here.
So you may use an object interaction, so a free action, to plant it into the ground, gaining half cover, and advantage on saving throws and the like.
We'll do that for her.
Okay.
Free action. Okay. Well, okay. Buzzsaw does nothing. We stand in our ground.
All right, so you plant the thing in front of her. You can still use your free action to call your buzzsaw to attack the creature. You can also use your bonus action to healing word, unless you have something else that you'd like to do.
That's at 9. And most of the other one would be D4 plus 5 if it max rolls. You can see. But that's like my last spell slot, so I'm like, if anyone else, then it would be the only healing I'd have left is the one that takes 2 actions to do.
Yep.
6 people.
The curse of being the healer.
How does the zombie look? Does it look like I can get him down if I hit him one more time with like...
It looks... how much damage does your buzzsaw do?
Last time, let's see what it was. 12 to 15. It depends.
12 to 15? Yeah, you could knock him down. It does
13 is max damage.
13 is max damage. You have a decent chance of knocking it down. You would have to get a roll of 5 or above.
Oof, almost max. Okay.
So you have like a 40% chance to kill him one shot.
And Sapphire's... Is she also at half health?
Sapphire has taken quite a bit of damage, I believe. Let me make sure. I gotta double check what the ghoul's damage was. It was 23 damage. So Sapphire is at 10 health.
Okay. I have to save that one. Let's just do healing. Let's get her back up in here.
Okay.
Try.
Is that on Sapphire or on Ania?
Antonia. Oh, that's almost 2 away, but yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, so Ania, you get 16 health back.
Okay, so is that from -1 or 0?
That's from 0.
Or... Okay, that's from 0, so I get back to 16. Okay,
yep.
16.
So whenever you go down, you do go to 0. If you get knocked down twice, and then get back up, you will take a point of exhaustion, and every time you get knocked down past that point, you will take more levels of exhaustion as well.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean if she gets up right now, is she gonna take exhaustion?
No, you need to get knocked down twice before you gain point of exhaustion.
Okay, so now we're both behind the tower shield. You're behind me, and we got... What does the tower shield do again?
It gives you half cover, which is a +2 bonus to AC, dexterity saving throws, and ability checks made to hide.
Okay, +2 AC.
And Ania is crying, but it's like silent crying, but she looks pissed more than anything. We've rarely seen her pissed. And just real quick, Rue, would Rue be looking at Ania while she heals her, or is her focus on the ghoul?
That's a good question. She would definitely be focused on you when she was healing you, and then when she took this tower shield, she'd be looking at the zombie, to make sure it didn't try to come around.
Okay, got it. All right.
Cool.
No problem then. Carry on.
Oh, right. She's like, but I feel something stinging the back of my head. I don't want to look though.
I kind of want to look suddenly. I feel like I missed a bonus event.
Am I smelling burning meat? No, it couldn't be me.
I believe you said your buzzsaw was a free action to attack with it?
It is.
Alright, feel free. Spiritual weapon is so goddamn good.
Oh, hell yeah.
It really is.
Oh,
I
where's
love
it going?
spiritual weapon.
Normal.
Okay.
Let's get him!
Oh my god, you killed it!
Hell yes! Oh my gosh!
yeah.
So, as you place down the tower shield in front of you, your buzzsaw just and it runs into the thing's skull and just rips it practically in half as its body just kind of collapses and falls down next to you.
Ooh, with one undead gone, there's a little ring of a bell from the bell that has no clapper inside, as if like friend is satisfied that one undead is gone.
Ooh. Alright, Gelmor, is now your turn. Your companions seem to have taken care of the ghoul enemy near, but the ogre is still facing you two down, and Dakota seems to be kind of hanging on for dear life at the moment as the ground is starting to crack under him, and Cyril's currently being lifted into the air, which is the very first time you've ever seen something pick him up.
The primary concern I have here is I don't really have a way to help either Dakota or Cyril from where I am right now. Crap.
You can tell from where you are, Cyril is not concerned.
That's even more frightening. So tell me about this ghoul here. Is he still alive?
He is. He's currently face down on the ground, having just bounced off the ogre.
Is there a way I can position myself so that ghoul is in between me and the ogre?
Yep.
I'm gonna breath weapon the both of them.
Ooh, fancy.
Hell yeah.
I assume that you moved her to a safe spawn, so feel free.
Definitely. So same as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Frigid air all over the axe before giving a hard upward swing, flinging flinging a gust past them as well as an array of sharpened icicles.
Very nice, very nice.
Here we go. They need to make a Constitution save, else they will take full damage.
All right, I'll do the ghoul first.
Let's see, that would be... Oh, wait.
God.
No, that's my Constitution. My bad. Sorry, it's a Dexterity.
Oh, God damn it.
Keep the modifier for that one. It doesn't matter. He still takes half.
That's fair. All right, he's gonna take half damage. I believe we have a ruling in place that I used against Cyril.
Right. He passes, he heads to dodge it all.
Yeah. So 100. So a natural 20 is 100% dodge for spells. So the ghoul, he's on the ground, so you essentially just you kind of miss your swing a little bit with him. You said Dex?
Yeah, it's a Dex.
He takes double damage.
Okay, I'll give it another D10.
He's gonna take full double roll.
To be fair, bigger form, he gets the entire gust and all of the icicles.
Damn. So he's actually gonna take only one of those D10. He's gonna take that D10 plus 10. So not 2D10, but so 20 damage to his face.
Yes.
God damn.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it freezes it over, and you can tell it's a giant lump of flesh. As it gets, frozen, it starts to get kind of slower. It has to crack the crystals around its body as it's trying to turn to face you, and it's having some serious trouble with that frigid blast.
I'm just gonna step back over here to keep Sapphire her an adjacent tile for my reactions reasons, and I will call it there.
Very fair.
Turn.
Alright, Cyril, you are being lifted into the air and walked over to a giant hole.
So there's going to be this slight glow, and for a moment. He's gonna hear Cyril talking to him. You'll find I'm very light, and then he just vanishes and reappears behind him, almost as if I'm not there. And
Ooh.
then I'm gonna swing.
Fancy. All right.
Ooh.
God, I could do that.
Oh, that's Hunt the Prey, isn't it?
I can teleport all over the map.
Fuck yeah. All right. Hit this son of a bitch.
All right, now because I teleported behind him, am I getting advantage on this attack?
You will be. He would not be expecting this.
Oh wait, no, I just rolled disadvantage for some.
Feel free to hit
reason.
the advantage button in the chat. Yep.
Oh,
18.
that's way better.
All right, that will hit him.
Yeah.
All right. And so that means I press this button here. You can tell this is my first time using Foundry.
God damn.
Oh.
The dice were
and
angry with you, and now they're happy.
I'm pumping a smite into this bitch.
Smite the
Heck
fuck
yeah.
out of him.
And find it again. There it is.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking 26. God.
Oh my gosh.
And
He looks like he's on death's fucking door at this point.
Oh, and I'm not even entirely finished here.
Oh my
And
God, give it to me.
With that strike, I'm jabbing it in, and I'm reaching back, and I'm hitting that button that twists, and I leave part of it in him, and I'm gonna jump back because I'm behind him. I'm gonna jump back a good 20 feet.
God damn.
He's gonna take 1d6 slashing damage at the beginning of his turn, which is gonna be 5.
As a reaction, he is going to use his reaction, death throws. You just killed him.
Well, that'll be at the beginning of his turn.
As you
So
jump back and you pull the thing out, effectively that's guaranteed going to kill him. That
Yeah,
straight
but I'm gonna
up.
be 20 feet away before he dies.
Okay.
Dang.
Interesting.
Let's go.
Okay.
2 down.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a perfect move.
Yep. And yeah, so
Flawless.
the rest of what I was gonna say doesn't matter anyways then.
Oh man, that's cool. Good job.
Very nice, very nice. He does still have death's throws, but you move 20 feet, so it will change. We'll see how he goes on his turn. He's basically dead. You plunge it into his chest frame, and he's like hobbling.
I've moved my full 40 feet. I'm just outside zone.
Fuck. This motherfucker. I will have to roll Constitution for him now. Alright, Dakota, it is now your turn. Again, you're on... This thing is crumbling under you. You can tell as you're standing on it.
Okay, so... okay. I don't know how to work this with your map. I was planning to... Because Dakota can't go down. There's not really anything that Dakota is confident will not cause him to imminently die if he tries to go down. I don't have enough spell points to use it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Alright, that's a feat.
Climb down.
That's a feat that you could have taken.
Yeah, I know. And Dakota could climb down, theoretically, but there's an ogre down there, and also this pillar is going to crumble down to ashes.
Yeah.
So Dakota is going to want to move, let's say, over here.
Okay. That's fine. You're on zone high 2. Zone, we're very high up here.
Hey everybody, now is when we all move to places where he hasn't put zones.
So Dakota is basically going to be running along the parapet, going around the circular up high portions, and he's going to try to. Can I shoot the bandit captain from here?
You can try. So it is. Ignore the fact that it was the bandit captain who rolled that. That's just a general roll. I keep forgetting to click off of people when I do that. The parapet that you're currently standing on is crumbling behind you. So if you wanted to take a shot at him, you would have to do it at disadvantage, normal if you use True Strike, because you are actively running while trying to shoot him. And he is stumbling.
That's okay, so long as I'm doing effectively something. Dakota just wants to contribute to the situation.
Fair. Well, feel free to take a shot.
Dakota, that the bandit captain is on death's door.
Oh.
Definitely looks like it.
Well, you could make sure that he's dead.
Yeah.
Because he's not quite there.
This one?
I'm not dead yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay. All right, let's see here. Wait, hold on. I forgot the True Strike first. Zoom. True Strike.
Normal.
Might as well. Alright, yeah, normal. Yeah. Ooh.
You do miss.
Darn. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, it flies on by him and he doesn't even seem to notice. I will note you are very close to where you're just above Ania and Rue, and it is falling behind you. So the entire outside of this area is falling down. So you can give them a warning if you'd like.
Whole thing's coming down. Watch out above you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Dakota figures he'll just somehow find a way to land well when it all comes crumbling down. Because he ain't
do the
jumping.
DMC move where you jump off the floating rocks.
I was gonna suggest he could jump. He could jump off as well at the end of the fight. Just Delmar tries to catch him, but we all know Dragonborn are way heavier than elves.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, Dakota, he actually doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah,
but also
skinny malink.
Yeah, but also he's afraid of jumping that high.
That's true.
Also fair.
So the ghoul slowly gets to its feet. It seems very disoriented, and it legitimately just takes a swipe at the closest thing to it, which right now is Gelmar. So it just takes a swing at Gelmar. It does not seem to have any register of like his existence, and it misses completely. It literally just kind of like swings. And it's not even like a
does not even notice.
Yeah, it's like just kind of like scoots right past you and like swing and like bonks its head into the pillar. It doesn't seem to be able to figure out what it's doing. Sapphire, it is your turn.
What's that ghoul look like right now?
Very, very injured.
Very injured. Okay. I'm gonna stab it in the eye.
Really wanting those eyes today.
I was gonna say, I understand the old meme is go for the eyes, but I didn't think it meant this literally.
I'm assuming you're going to pull out your second sword and use both of them. If the second one doesn't hit, you'll hit the ogre instead. Or if the first one kills it, you'll hit him with the second. Alright, feel free to roll your sword. Period sword.
So that's just sword? Okay.
I believe it's just period sword.
Period. SWORD.
Alright. The ghoul has a little bit higher AC than that guy. So the first one does half damage. The second one does miss.
Okay.
So yeah, it is so bewildered by existence right now because its master, I guess, is fucking exploding. That it like rams its head into the wall as like you slide towards it, and your blade like slices across its like face, and then as you take a swing for the second arm, it just kind of like bends its head backwards and you go right above it. It's a nuisance even while not doing anything.
That base.
All right. Ania, is now your turn.
I'm so pissed. All right. So Ania is prone, right?
So take your full. I think it takes half your speed to get up. If I recall correctly.
Okay, it doesn't take an action.
No, just takes half your speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Ania gets up.
Mm-hmm.
How can I guesstimate how many turns it is until rocks start falling on us?
You just look around. So it's roughly like by the time it gets to your next turn, the rocks would more or less be crumbling around y'all, and y'all would have to roll dexterity saves.
Okay.
Like you're not under the pillar. You're like under the arch.
Okay, and how is... So, you said the guy's going through death throes. I don't know what that means.
So it's a special thing that I do. Specific enemies, usually ones that I deem have importance or I just really like, they usually have a special ability that they do the moment that they are about to die. It depends on the enemy, of course, what they exactly do. There are also some enemies, like undeads, for example, that have undead fortitude, where if you don't hit them with a specific, if damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it must make a constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. On success, the zombie drops to 1 HP instead. Some zombies have this, some zombies don't. Some creatures have something similar to it. It depends on a few factors. He does have something similar to that.
Okay, if we hit him again, does it cancel it?
No.
Okay.
If you hit him again, it will force him to do a constitution save, and if he fails the constitution save, he will die on the spot.
What if I hit him with radiant?
If you hit him with radiant, it will basically put him at disadvantage on a constitution save. On every other creature, it would just straight up kill him.
Okay, so no matter what I do, he's gonna stay alive.
Unless he fails the constitution save, yes.
I mean, putting the con save at disadvantage is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. It will fuck him. Yeah. Will fuck him hard.
One last question. Guidance, is that help to hit, or is it only for like ability checks?
Oh, I don't recall.
To hit and to save with something, not damage.
It's one ability check, which is considered to be an attack check as well, but not damage. So yeah.
All right. Ania, having gotten up, she has tear marks going down her face. She is pissed. Her shoulder is exposed and bleeding. She's like bleeding less profusely now, thanks to Rue. She points her staff straight on at this necromancer and grabs her necklace with her free hand.
Ooh.
She's going to guidance herself and then use her other guiding bolt.
Fuck yeah.
Do it. Kill him.
Beat the fuck out of this boy.
So let's see here. Ooh, did I do it twice by accident? Yeah, okay. Nah. So guidance, card can roll a d4 and add the number. So let me do a quick d4 here.
Okay.
And then I do 2. Guiding bolt. Do not consume spell slot because it doesn't use spell slots. And attack. And this is without the +2, I think.
An 11.
And then it's a 13. So it's
13.
Is that +2?
He has a 15 AC.
Damn.
So it flies towards him, and he like he looks up as you stand up, as you start charging up your staff, and has that constellation slowly forming into the ball. He grabs the what do you call the head of your weapon, your glaive, Cyril?
It's basically a shield.
Okay. He basically grabs the shield in his chest frame, and as you launch it out towards him, he rips it out of his chest and literally smacks it into your guiding bolt.
Ania will go, okay, I can curse on this show. She'll go, fuck you!
Well,
and that's her
Bruce
turn.
startles. Because she had her gaze entirely focused on this dude, just like not even like caring that she put the spear over her shoulder because they're both behind her, and she just like jumps. Like,
she does start to like walk away from the crumbling parapet. And she does start using the rest of her movement to like sort of hobble away from the crumbling rocks, but she'll stay close to Rue.
Rue just like blinking and being like a little hesitant. She starts going after her.
You all hear the massive fuck you before he does say it, he does deal with the con save.
Oh my god.
Like, he legitimately looks at her for just a moment, looks at the thing in his hand, and looks at Cyril, points at him, and just goes, "Let's finish this." And he's going to yeet Cyril's shield basically at Cyril. As a and it's gonna be a disadvantage because it's such a far distance. We're gonna go with we're just gonna use this.
So wait, he bled out and then he did the con save and he's back up to he's just back up to 1 or something like that, basically.
Basically, he's bleeding out. He did the con save to see whether or not he can keep moving towards you, which actually won't be a disadvantage because she just moves into his range. And he's throwing this at you, and then is going to fall over dead. He's literally using the last of his strength to just do a giant fuck you symbol to you specifically. As Ania's lightning bolt or guiding bolt like swings into the pillar, probably somewhere near you, as he seems to have a very big distaste for something related to the two of you. But he's straight up throwing that thing at you. That's a 15. I don't know what your AC is.
I have a 16 AC, so I could basically catch it out of the air.
Yeah, he is literally stumbling towards you, and like he throws it with the last of his strength as he falls over, trying desperately to hit you with his death throws. Unfortunately, this man is all so badass, but not when it comes to hitting.
Yeah.
Except for Ania. Or commanding, I guess.
His undead be beating it.
It's fucking undead, Jesus. But he does throw it at you. It flies through the air. This son of a bitch is strong, too, as it flies through it, but his body starts to condense itself, and he falls over, and the only way I can really describe it is that he starts to liquefy.
Melts.
Yeah. Yeah, he's literally, like, liquefying to a degree. You would be able to tell, because I believe Ania, are you still watching him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. You can tell, as he starts to kind of liquefy, the radiant energy that you just pumped fucking full of him into him, is condensing around his body in a weird way. It's like forcing the necrotic energy to kind of like, it's like if you have two energy sources that are just slapping the hell out of each other constantly. It's a constant turmoil.
Turmoil?
Turmoil.
You got it.
Turmoil of energy, just condensed in that one space around him, as Cyril just fucking catches the shield out of the air.
Return to sender.
I know, right?
Thank you for saving me the trouble.
Fucking finished. But yeah, you guys do notice there's a significant amount of necrotic energy combating the radiant energy that Nia did in that one spot. And then it would be the ogre's turn. The ogre, now without a leader, we're gonna see what it does. It's gonna go on a bit of a tizzy. A little bit of a tizzy. As it kind of looks at the area around it, and it does the only thing that giant creature can conceivably do while in a rickety area with a significant amount of enemies around him. It's gonna punch the ground under you. It's very dumb. But it's gonna punch the ground directly under the two of you, trying to break it. We'll see what it actually does.
The architect.
How is it that the fucking ghouls have done more than the ogre has?
Like you said, the ogre's dumb.
I'm too. I've been wanting to use this cloud room since day one.
Fucking ogre is he's having a time, you know? He's a bit of a tizzy. You know, he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's just having a time. He punches the ground.
Technically, with this attack roll, Gelmar, you could use the cloud rune. He would still completely miss the floor anyway, basically, and you could make him punch himself.
That's true.
No, I'm pretty sure I actually have to make him punch a different entity.
You could have him punch the ghoul.
Does the ghoul have an 8 AC or less?
That's a good question, actually. No, he does not. He does.
I was gonna say.
Fucking ogre zombie has 8 AC.
But again, I can only cloud rune somebody else.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, he punches the ground in front of the two of you. But the ground is much more stable than the walls were, although the pillars are falling to the ground now. But it is still quite stable underneath the two of you. It slams its fist into the ground, and you can see the bones in its hand, like, move up its arm from the sheer force it slammed into the ground. Rue, it's your turn.
The architect of this place was also a badass.
Yeah.
Okay. She hikes up her tower shield, a little faltering behind Ania as she dawdles her way. She sees Dakota up there, because she's gonna head on over to this zone over here to start helping and finishing up. But she does see Dakota, and she says, hollers up to her, "Do you need a catch? I can catch you."
You're really far down there, though.
Oh, this is true.
I don't know. I was figuring I'd just kind of come down there when this whole thing just kind of crumbles down to the ground.
Oh, there's some vine. Is there vines over here? Maybe you could use a vine to come down.
Yeah. He kind of like tugs like on the vines to like see how stable they are.
They're not very stable, but you could use your whip.
I think I'll just use my gun.
Okay, cool. Well, she's gonna meander over then with the saw blade. Oh, can the saw blade come with me?
Woo!
Woo. And
Come here, boy.
come on, let's go. And I'm gonna get this ogre.
All right.
So first thing I'm gonna do is, of course, just the generic battle axe.
Do some damage. Or
no.
Even with the D4. Wait, no, let me see.
I think you still have your D4 if I recall correctly.
Does an 8 hit?
You do get glancing blow off.
Okay.
So you will do half damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So that
3
one.
damage.
And then I'm gonna use Priest of Zeal. On an attack action, I can make another attack.
Ah, hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it again.
Oh wow.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Hell
That
yeah.
will absolutely hit.
And I'm gonna do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
And then my buzzsaw's gonna go shing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I forgot how much I like clerics.
Oop, what did I do?
One of these days I'll play one.
One of these days.
I
They're pretty
love
fun.
clerics.
Now it.
And then I'm gonna go.
Nice. It's a lot of damage.
She runs
You're
up.
just carving it.
Yeah, she runs up with her trusty little woodcutter's axe that she's had since the village and everything, just kind of nicely sharpened. It takes like a 1, 2, and then the buzzsaw comes in like right above her over the tower shield as they kind of maneuver together. Cut into.
I like it. You are sawing through it. It smells horrendous, by the way, just so everyone's aware. It's wet, it's grimy, it smells awful, the rain is torrentially pouring down, and you are just carving just slabs of meat off of this thing, flinging them left and right. Buzzsaws are not clean. But you're just going through it, and it seems very, very injured, but it doesn't have the same register that the rest of you guys might, because, you know, it is dead. So it's just kind of like slothing pieces off his body as it's like looking back at you. Gilmore!
I mean, what else can I really do aside from trying to shepherd the rest of the group away from the falling pillars? And if I can still, I'll do that, going for an attack.
Alright, feel free.
Where is... I'm looking in the wrong menu again. For the love of God.
Done that so many times. Are you going for the ghoul or the ogre?
I don't know, that's a really good question, actually. You know,
the ghoul has done substantial damage, but it with the lack of its epic master, it's just
Yeah, screw it. I'm rolling a D4. If it's an even, I'm going for the ogre. If it's not, I'm going for the ghoul.
Let's go. Even?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just going to swing at the ogre then.
Nice.
Not with a roll like that.
You still hit it.
Wait, actually I did. That's right.
Hit.
That's right. I forgot about that. It's got an AC of 8.
It's a very, very low AC ogre.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
8 damage. Alright.
The worst part is that was a 4 on a D12.
God, you were just you guys just ripping body pieces off of it at this point. Like, you rip off one of its legs and like it kind of like hobbles a little bit. It's just like staring you guys down. It's very honestly impressive just how much damage you guys have done to this thing. And if it could hit you guys. Cyril.
So it kind of looks like everybody's got things under control over there for the moment. Yeah, because I'm looking at the goo that's fighting in the goo that's fighting with the radiant energy.
You can tell that your necrotic mushroom things are also condensing around it too. Almost like it's feeding into it.
It's not much that I could physically do anyways, huh?
Don't think with your setup to the body you would be able to do much. Or, sorry, the puddle.
Does anyone have a Molotov?
Oh, God.
You know what? Can I do something with... Can I... This is going to sound a little weird, I think.
Mm-hmm. I love weird.
Yeah, and I'm going to call over to Ania.
Right.
And can I... Like, can she come over, like, right now, or does she have to wait till her turn?
Technically, you guys... I mean, it would take kind of her action. Basically, she would be kind of like... she can choose to do her turn since you're at the very bottom, essentially with you, depending on what you want to do.
Ania, are you seeing this?
Yes, unfortunately, it's very gross.
Oh.
Something not right about this. That should be washing away with the rain.
Can I do a perception check?
Absolutely. And you can tell rain's not doing shit. It is getting much stronger, by the way. The rain is turning into like a fucking torrential flood at this point. Like it's getting slightly hard to hear your allies.
Do I want to do... Can I do an Arcana check?
You're more than welcome to, yeah.
I'll do... Actually...
Her advantage on it?
I want to do a... There's so many checks I can do. So many options. Do I want to do religion, Arcana, perception? I'll just do perception for now. I can always do the other ones later. I'm going to do perception.
Okay. And then Cyril does not have a proficiency in perception, so he cannot give you advantage on that. 21. You don't need fucking advantage.
My magic eyes.
God.
That's right, I forgot. This is the one that can see through space and time.
You have been around a lot of thunderstorms. You've been around a lot of natural disasters. You've wandered around a little bit. You've heard tales of volcanic eruptions. You've gone to various areas in the Glade and in wherever the area you guys are in currently. I can't remember. You've seen a lot of things. You've seen thunderstorms, you've seen tornadoes, you've seen, hurricanes. This is abnormal. This is exceptionally abnormal. Especially since when you guys got here, the storm clouds weren't that bad. It was a cloudy day, but it wasn't too bad. Right now, it's as if someone grabbed a bucket and poured it out of the sky. Like, it is pouring. You are completely soaked. And by all rights, wherever is that weird goo should be flowing away. It is seemingly liquid, but the water is almost washing over it, if that makes sense.
Okay. The storm is very abnormal. I feel like the energy I put into it is combating whatever energy he already had. Maybe he's trying something still?
Here you might be correct. I just don't know if there's anything... I don't think there's anything...
I can't shoot it again. That was my last one for the day.
Oh.
I'm gonna... Can I sort of like... This might be dangerous, but I'm gonna... stab it with my spear?
Okay.
Worth a shot.
Poke the goo. Poke the goo.
Roll me attack.
He's not dead. See? We knew it.
He's still alive. My spear does nothing. And then, are you pulling a smite into this?
I don't have any more smite left in me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've done used all of
You done fuck this boy hardcore. Alright. Cool. I assume you walk over to it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're walking closer to it, you can actually feel the weight of the necrotic energy pressing down on you. You have felt this before a couple of times. This weight is necromancy. It's a weird form of it, sure, but you have experienced it several times before. The necrotic energy is very, very strong, but you are someone who has walked in necrotic energy before, so this doesn't phase you as much. As you take your glaive and you slam it down towards him, your glaive is not magical, correct?
Nope.
Alright. It hits about 5 inches above the pool and slides. It slides not only off, basically in a dome, but it slides and slams into the ground with way more force than you put into it, and it digs it throws you forward slightly and digs yourself into the ground hard.
Best. All right. I'm definitely. Who would be able to do something with this?
Can I
We
feel a
need room.
disturbance in the force? Can I?
You all are feeling necrotic energy.
Oh.
It's weighing physically on you. Not as much as is Cyril because he's closest to it. Ania, you can feel it seeping into your wounded arm and weighing down.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Your arm more or less feels like someone is just kind of rubbing the knife head into it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a constant pain, but is not super sharp.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you guys, you're just feeling it weigh on you. With the exception of actually Sapphire, who is feeling the exact same thing in her arm, but it's much, much deeper for Sapphire.
So yeah,
would I be able to do anything?
Well, whose turn is it?
Currently Cyril's, so.
Yeah, I call out to Ania. We need Rue over here.
Okay.
What if I shillelagh it?
Shillelagh. You could.
God. Worth a shot.
All right, I'll wait for my turn.
Cool. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Cyril?
Nope, that's pretty much all I got.
Okie dokie. Dakota is your turn. Roll me an athletics check if you want to use your whip.
Yeah, fine.
Whip it.
Or
Whip
actually, do a...
Oh.
Ignore that roll.
Oh, thank God.
Do an acrobatics check because you are actually not climbing. You are, in fact, stunting downwards.
Yeah.
That ain't much better, but, I mean...
Well, technically speaking... Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's actually... Oh, no, that's a 9. Never mind, still looking at the 0.
Yeah,
9 is okay.
It'll get you there. It'll get you there.
Yeah.
Not gracefully, not pleasantly, and somewhat painfully, but it'll get you there.
Dakota didn't expect it to be.
You whip the wall, you jump off of it, you do that cool side flip thing that Doctor Strange did, and you fall downwards, and you slide, but you realized you never thought about how to slow yourself down or stop, and you just slam yourself into one of the pillars.
Ow.
Stumble. It was a very impressive display. I don't think anyone saw it, but it was a very impressive display.
Yeah. Dakota just gets down there. It's just like, I'm here.
we're going to do one more round with the ghoul and the ogre and see what they do. Depending on what they do, they might just die. The ghoul is going to attempt to bite Gelmor. It's just kind of going for the swing.
No, still doesn't even notice him.
It just kind of like bites onto your plate, and it like screeches as his teeth runs down past it before it
just bit onto the pauldron.
Yeah, before it slides across it, making a horrendous noise, and its jaw pops off, and it falls to the ground, and then also liquefies. Which, how many of you have dealt with necromantic magic aside from Cyril, and I assume maybe Rue?
Yeah, Rue, I guess.
I don't know. I could roll for maybe, considering.
You said I know a little bit from the druid stuff.
Yeah, Dakota, your one wouldn't be necrotic energy. It would be something slightly different.
I don't know.
Not sure exactly the name of it yet, but it wouldn't be necrotic. I don't think you would be necrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nia, you've seen a little bit of it. Gelmor, have you ever dealt with necrotic?
Probably not, all things considered.
Okay, so Ania, you would know that's not how zombies normally do things.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how they normally do stuff.
They don't do that.
Yeah. Cyril would also notice. Yeah, no, that's weird. The who starts it next? Sapphires. You got one big foe against you, Sapphire. I'm assuming you just don't go all out on it. Put me in a jar.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, you're good.
This ogre's almost on his last, he's on his last legs, basically. Well, leg, possibly.
Yeah, he's not making it very far.
I'm gonna swipe at the other leg.
All right, cool. Feel free to roll sword, and we'll see what you got. Wow. Wow. Well, the first one hits. The second one's a natural one. So, you do swipe at it. Huh?
I'm going to actually Guile Ruin her critical fail onto the old ogre anyway.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Is that roll again, or?
No. It makes the attack roll just hit him.
Oh, cool.
It makes the... Or, sorry. Technically, how should I say this? Your rules for crit failing and attack roll is that it usually goes for somebody else, right?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I don't think I've used those.
So I just use my Cloud Rune to redirect the guaranteed crit against an ally to then guaranteed crit the orc anyway.
God damn! All right, yeah. This motherfucker just you swipe towards him and you stab him in the side. You go for a second one, you slip, and Gelmor, how's your rune thing work with us?
Technically speaking, the rune just redirects an attack to a different target.
Okay, so you essentially, you stab, you slide, you slip on the rain slick ground, you spin, your sword's about to go into Gelmor's, arm, shoulder, whatever have you, and he waves his rune, and wind pushes your arm slightly until the other sword essentially embeds itself into the thing's legs, and you rip right through it, chopping it literally at the thighs as it falls down to the ground. And like the other one, it turns into a puddle.
Oh.
This one is significantly more obvious because it's huge, as it just starts to puddle. And then something weird happens on Ania's turn. Ania, you can see these puddles.
Weird
and with your fancy eyes, I know it's so the weirdness is just grouping. With your fancy eyes, you can see the ghoul's liquid slowly goes into the ogre's liquid, and it gets bigger. And then the liquid starts moving towards the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly moving.
All right.
Wouldn't
They're reabsorbing.
all be moving together?
What's that?
So the captains would also be moving too?
The captain is in
that
fact
just-
moving towards it. Yes.
Okay, so they're gonna meet like somewhere in the middle.
It looks like they're both heading down to the hole. That's what it looks like.
Oh. Lovely.
Okay.
They're reabsorbing. We have to cut them off.
I can't cut, but I sure can shoot.
They're liquid. How can we cut?
Do you suspect?
Also
So it's
a valid
my
question.
turn, right?
Yep, it is your turn.
I am going to try to intercept the Captain Goo and smack it with Shillelagh.
All right, go for it.
So Ania walks over to the goo of the necromancer, and her staff suddenly starts glowing. The greenish, the gold greenish glow it usually does. Like the flowers on it seem to perk up a bit more, and she goes to smack it. All right. Let's see.
Honestly, if you don't get critical one or critical fail, Jesus, be pretty hard to miss this.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 1d20 plus 6 for the attack.
All right.
And then I wrote this down. 1d8 plus 4 magic weapon.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
All right.
So pissed.
You swing your thing down, and for a moment you see the necromancer's face reform in the puddle as it looks at you with an arrogant look of pretty much a fuck you moment. As it kind of looks at you, and your staff hits the top of this dome, and for just a moment it stops, and then the entire radiant energy sinks it down, and it explodes in energy. Now the question is that I have for you: were you here or were you here?
Move her again.
Were you here or here? To the left or above?
Well, one seems
I would
dangerous.
actually
you said it was a swing
oh,
with
it's
shillelagh?
blocks. Yeah, it's a shillelagh. Oh,
that's a melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I assume you're either above it or to the side.
Can I be in the diagonal space?
I actually don't know how that ruling works in D&D.
I'm pretty sure that does qualify as within melee range.
Yeah, sure.
And if she's using a quarterstaff, she can be within 10 feet, and it would still be the same.
Really? It has reach?
I think quarterstaff has reach.
It doesn't. I'm just pretty sure diagonals still count as within 5 foot.
Fair.
Within
okay,
5 feet of
so
the
we'll have you be in the diagonal space here. The reason I asked that is because
it does say 5 feet.
Yeah, you got flung 10 feet backwards.
Okay.
So I wanted to be really sure of which spot you were in. One of the few times I'm going to make sure the positioning of it. But you essentially get flown back several feet. As it literally explodes in massive amounts of energy. The slime water thing of the ogre, pretty much the dome around it kind of evaporates very slowly, and it starts to funnel its way down into the hole. Looking like weird slime, blood, goo, but less necrotic energy. This thing here it basically starts to fade. It also turns into even more of a liquid than it was a sludge. And it starts to seep into the cracks of the thing itself as it slowly starts to disappear. Around you guys is starting to pour. It is raining so hard you can feel your bodies wanting to hunch just from the sheer force of the water hitting your guys' backs. For Sapphire, your arm is feeling like someone is carving something out of it. Every drop of water that hits your arm is ungodly amounts of painful. For Ania, your shoulder, like you can practically see some of the bone that has a little bit of flesh kind of like slowly pulled over it to stop the bleeding essentially, but you can still see more or less that spot, and it's a very fresh wound, so the rain is just pouring into it, and it's like, you know a feeling of when you pour alcohol into an open wound? It's what every single drop of rain feels like on your shoulder. It is unpleasant, to say the least. And that's more or less where we're going to end it, because I don't have to have dinner here in just a few minutes. But you guys have successfully completed this combat with the orc, with the ogre, with the necromantic captain. The rain is starting to get heavier and heavier. The clouds above you are just one solid dark cloud. It is a dark and dreary day. Many of you guys are severely injured. Several of you guys are shockingly not injured at all. What the fuck was that?
About this.
Huh?
And that was just me sighing.
No, the how the monsters didn't hurt some of y'all is mind-boggling. And you guys
the ogre
are
was aiming somewhere else, and the ghoul was just bad.
Yeah.
Sad face. Well, at least it's good for us, though.
It worked, yeah. The area around you guys is starting to collapse and break. Many of the surrounding thingamabobs, whatever they're called. Somebody give me a name.
The parapet?
Parapet, thank you. The parapets are starting to break down and fall, so you guys start maneuvering your way down into the main floor, getting some shelter from the rain as well. So we'll move you guys over to that map, so we remember that for next time. In the meantime, oops, I think I moved that. Did I? What the fuck? Oh, there it is. I moved to the wrong one. In the meantime, we're going to be doing a little bit of an adjustment because I'm trying to see how it's going to work, and I'm really curious on this because I have a lot of things I want you guys to do, but I want you guys to have a lot more you can do every single turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all of you guys level up to the equivalent of level 6.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy crud.
Pardon?
Whoa.
Pardon?
Excuse me? That's double level.
What?
Yeah. I am very curious on how you guys are going to deal with that. And next episode, I want you guys to keep this in mind, we're going to have more or less a dream state to kind of walk you guys through your levels. So you guys will be going up to level 6. As for personal reasons, I don't like level 4 or level 5 very much, but also I've never done it before, and I want to see how it works with this group, because you guys are all very much so amazing at everything you guys have been doing, and I'm very curious on how you guys are going to play around with that. If you guys need help on leveling up, please let me know. I'm more than happy to work with it. And as I said, next episode we're going to be doing a dream state, kind of walking through your character's story a little bit. So I definitely will be working on that a little bit. I'll give you guys kind of my idea of what's going to happen in dream state, and then next episode we're going to fully walk through it with your guys' help. But hopefully everyone here has enjoyed this wonderful session that we've had today. If you guys are interested in watching more content of ours, we're going to go live tomorrow at 7 p.m. PST, and we're going to be doing Elden Ring. And it's going to be really fun, really cool. As always, thank everyone for joining. And if you guys want to listen to Ania's wonderful voice even more, she does have a Twitch, Storyestry, on twitch.tv. Wonderful. I think you're going to be playing Stars in Time tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So feel free to go watch her if you guys. Well, today, tomorrow,
no,
same
it's not
thing.
today yet. Tomorrow, yeah. Saturday.
EST Storyestry. Yes, I typed it right. All right. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see all of you fine folks next time, next Friday at 6 p.m. PST. Bye.
Bye-bye. See ya. I had a lot of fun. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.